All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another episode of ATTW. Appreciate you guys for coming in tonight. Of course, I'm here with Belema, and I have you guys as well, and the listeners, and you guys listening on DSPs as well, involved in the party. Appreciate you guys, man. Make sure to leave a review if you're listening on the DSP. Definitely goes a long way to kick off. And subscribe and like if you're catching it on YouTube as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot in front of us to tackle. We have new music, of course, new Bedu to address. But the one big obvious one that we're just coming fresh off from, okay, I see Dr. Roman in the cut. My boys did me proud. Okay, I have 8 solid World Cup winners right now. But this is not the space for that. This is not the kind of conversations we like to have on here. But during the halftime of what was a poor and dreadful first half of football, man, we got a show of our very own friend of the space, of course, fan favorite on this space. Like, everybody loves him. No one slander has been uttered about him on this space in the history of this space. No blog has picked up any clip from this space regarding the artist. Nothing has ever happened to slander that artist. Ladies and gentlemen, Burna Boy showed up on the biggest stage of football, okay? Biggest stage of football, had a halftime show with Shakira. And we'll get into it. But in usual fashion, we are going to kick off with the Turntable Chart, okay? The only aggregate chart system in Nigeria, putting together streaming and radio impressions. Okay, so we've been blessed with the presence of Turntable this week, so I'm excited about what this week's numbers are going to look like and the chart is going to look like. Obviously, they are here to answer any questions, so we're looking forward to that. Okay, how are you feeling for Turntable Charts? Any predictions, any feelings? I know this is the week that we're expecting Victony Slick to kind of compete. Do we see it actually having a number one moment, or do we feel we might still be at the hands of landlord at this point of the year? How are you feeling? Magnificent is up here. Let me get more people up here. What's good?
Emmanuel, before that, I have a question. Can I ask it?
Before what exactly? Because we are on Turntable right now.
Before the Turntable, can I just ask one question?
Okay.
When did Davido become and more?
Those are big.
That's a
Let's actually focus.
That's a Dante question.
We need to change the title to.
Okay, for anyone listening on the space, man, we have the title of the space, the World Cup final halftime show recap, and new music, which we highlighted Mavo, we highlighted Ladipoe, and more. Okay, and unfortunately, we didn't add a certain name on this. Production we hear of it, don't worry, nice. It's production we hear of it.
Not the only production. Just I don't understand. That's the question that you think to ask.
Oh man. But anyway, let's go back to Turntable, man. Belema, I don't know if you've seen it yet. Have you seen the list, or do you have any feelings?
I don't have anything. The only thing that I can say is that Landlord was for the first half of the year. I don't know about second half of the year. That's my opinion.
So you're saying Landlord has to pack load the second half of the year now?
Yeah, I think like we've seen it. So like the last couple weeks, it's not been Ashake, and in the first half of the year there were only 2 weeks where it wasn't Ashake. But now I think we're multiple weeks where it's not Ashake. So I think that's telling for the second half of the year.
Okay. Any other thoughts? Any other feelings going into this week's top 10? Slick back, welcome to the space. How you feeling, my brother?
Can I just say, Victony will make top 3, but at the end of the day, landlord is still landlord. I'm sorry.
Let's slide the hands. I slide the hands from Nice. Slick back, what are you saying? Top 10 this week.
Yeah. Forgive me for just correct. Is this the week of Davido's?
It should not be the week for Davido.
That was last week.
Wait. Which of the Davidos? Which of the Davidos? You mean the new one with NO11?
Oh yeah, the new one, NO11.
Yeah, it shouldn't be competing this week. No.
Oh, okay,
right?
Okay.
I just came out. The one that was on the chat last week was the Jazz World. Yeah, I know who I think.
Landlord is the landlord.
I think landlord is the landlord. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna dive in to this top 10 this week, but we have some activity outside the top 10 before we get into top 10. All right, Ira Star's Tornado, a lot of people's song of the year so far, drops to a number 11 in its 5th week. Belema, how you feel about that? Your song of the year is no longer in top 10.
I'm very disappointed in all of you. People don't know how to whine like Tornado.
Yeah, man. Belema said it. You people don't know how to whine. Get your whining updated, okay? Because Ira needs to be in top 10, according to Belema and a few others. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, we have Victony with Fresh. Rebounds from number 13 last week to number 12 after reaching a peak of number 8. Victony is active. Okay, we may or may not see another activity from Victony in the top 10. Okay, stay tuned. Next up again, we have Wizkid and Asake with Jogodo ranking at number 19 in its 26th week on the chart. It is the add-ons. I don't know if I'm reading that right. It is the add-ons. What is add-ons? Add-ons favorite. It is Wizkid's favorite for year-end number 1 song of 2026 and remains the longest number 1 single of the year with 9 weeks at the top of the chart. I swear, guys, I can read. Trust me, I swear I can read.
The odds on, it's one of meaning that like when we get to the end of this year, it'll be one of the songs.
It is the odds on favorite. Yes. Okay, odds on favorite. Got you. So if I was a betting man, it would be one of the favorites, basically. All right. Fair enough. I swear, I go to school, man. I went to school. Trust me. I have an engineering degree, guys. Anyway, what else do we have? I think that's about it for outside the top 10 this week. We're going to move on to the top 10, ladies and gentlemen. At number 10, we have some activity. Okay, we have some activity from Mummy Jam Jam. Tiwa Savage, Energy with Mavo and Ladipoe drops to number 10 from its number 8 peak. It leads radio chart for a 3rd week with 95.6 million in radio reach. All right. I'm not sure how it's doing on streaming, but yes, ladies and gentlemen, number 10, Tiwa Savage, Energy with Mavo and Ladipoe. Moving up to number 9, ladies and gentlemen, Landlord Asake with Money Can Buy Happiness rebounds from number 10 to number 9 in its 11th week on the top 100. All right. Which then brings us to number 8 this week. It's a former number 1. We have Black Bones and Asake with Chanel. Slips from number 6 last week to number 8 after leading the chart for 4 weeks. Okay, after leading the chart for 4 weeks, that was Black Bones and Asake with Chanel at number 8. Okay, at number 7 this week, we have a song dropping from number 2 last week. Okay, it's none other than Young John's Elumelu. Falling from number 2 to number 7 in its 7th week, okay, on the top 100. It spent 3 weeks in its number 2 peak on the chart. How you feeling? Billy, may I have something to add to that, or?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Loud and clear.
Yeah. How am I feeling? It's actually a good song. It's funny because I wasn't maybe the biggest fan necessarily, but you guys kept it up there at every week. Number two, number two, number two. So yeah, so
seventh week. So
nice time holding out. I don't think it ever hit number one.
No, it did not.
But held up for a while.
Yeah, I think because Ashake was involved. But yeah, man.
That was my song of the year.
Really, Elumelu.
I swear.
Nice, very aspirational. I love it. Nice. All right, moving up to number 6. We have Benson and SARS with Back Outside, rebounding from number 7 to number 6 in its 13th week on the chart. The song led the top 100 for 1 week. How do we feel? Back Outside, still out here, 13 weeks on the chart. I'm believing 13 weeks in the top 10. But yeah, man, how do you feel? Back Outside, still contending for Song of the Year for y'all? I would take that as a yes. It is contending for the Song of the Year for some of you guys. Absolutely. Okay. All right, moving on to number 5. We have a song by our landlord again. Okay, it's a former number 1 song. This time around, it's Gratitude by Ashake. It is unchanged at number 5 for yet another week, staying rock steady at this spot. It continues to lead the streaming chart with 2.75 million on-demand streams and making it the 7th week at number 1 on streaming. So it's a streaming hit. Okay, number 1 on streaming. But right now, number 5 on the top 10 singles chart. All right, top 100 singles chart. Moving up to number 4. We have a song as well that is staying rock steady at the same spot. We have a former number 1, OBO. I Know YB featuring GLCJ. And Jazz World is steady at number 4 in its 3rd week on the top 100. Any thoughts, any feelings on this one for Davido? Still staying here at the top 5 position.
He knows who he be. He knows who he be.
Nice. You better open your mic. You're good.
I said he knows who he be now.
He's Admo now.
Okay. I mean, to be fair,
nice traditional sounds.
To be fair, he has already hit number 1 already. So we will see if he is going to contend next week for the next one. But that was Davido's former number 1 with I Know YB, with GLCJ and Jazz World at number 4 this week. Moving up to number 3, we have Ashake again. Ladies and gentlemen. This time around with Forgiveness, holding at number 3 after topping the chart for 3 non-consecutive weeks. How do we feel? Ashake is up here, man. Still dominating. Landlord,
I don't think anybody's surprised.
Yeah, man. For real.
They say it's landlord now. Landlord supposed to chat.
Yeah. Expected. It's almost expected at this point. All right, we're about to get into the top 2 songs this week, ladies and gentlemen. But before we do that, let's do a quick recap for anyone just joining us. Side eye, let's come on. Side eye, see you. But anyway, anyone that's joining us, appreciate you guys for tuning in. We are going through the top 10 songs in the country currently. Brought to you by Turntable Charts, the only aggregate chart system in the country. At number 10 this week, we have Tiwa Savage with Energy with Mavo. I Want to Go. At number 9, we have Ashake with MCBH. At number 8, we have Chanel by Black Bones and Ashake. Number 7, we have Young John with Elumelu, falling from number 2 to number 7. At number 6, we have Benson and SARS with Back Outside, rebounding from number 7 to number 6. And at number 5, we have a song that is staying at the same spot from last week, Ashake with Gratitude. Number 4, we have Davido's former number 1 with I Know YB with GLCJ and Jazz World steady at number 4. Number 3, we have Ashake again with Forgiveness this time around. And then at number 2, ladies and gentlemen, dipping from number 1 last week to number 2 in its 2nd week after tallying 2 million on-demand streams, making it number 4 on streaming, and 67.7 million in radio reach, making it number 3. And radio, we have R&B's finest, Fola and Ira Star, We Treat You Right, at number 2 this week. All right, this is a former number 1 from last week, which then brings us to this week's number 1, ladies and gentlemen. Drum roll, drum roll, drum roll. Victony with Slick rockets to a number 1 spot on the Nigeria Top 100 in its first full week. Okay, it is Victony's first number 1 single in history. All right. Victony Slick tallied 2.63 million on-demand streams, making it number 2 on streaming, and 60.0002, very exact, million in radio reach, making it number 5 on radio, jumping from its debut of number 73 last week, which had a partial week of tracking, to a number 1 in its full week of tracking. Slick earns Victony his first number 1 entry on the official singles chart in Nigeria and his 13th top 10 entry on the chart. Okay, Victony, it was one of the few artists with at least 10 top 10 entries in Nigeria without a number 1 single, together with Bella Shmurda with 17, Tiwa Savage with 12, and Zlatan with 11. Okay, 4 different number 1 singles in each of the last 4 weeks for him. There have been 4 different entries. There have been 4 different number 1 singles in each of the last 4 weeks, ladies and gentlemen. This last 4 weeks, we've seen a lot of activities. Okay, Ashakari Forgiveness with the week of June 19th to 25th. Davido's I Know Who I Be from the week of June 26th to July 2nd. Fola We Treat You Right and Ira Star on the week of July 3rd to July 9th. And we have Victony now with Slick from the week of July 10th to July 16th. Interestingly, Young John's Elumelu ranked at number 2 in 3 of those 4 weeks on the chart. Very interesting for Elumelu. Almost there, man. Almost feels like how some people think my GOAT has been doing, being almost there. Meanwhile, he has been to 3 finals. Their GOATs cannot even step to semi-finals. Okay. Anyway, I will move on. I will try my best to ignore. I'll try my best.
Your goat no gets golden boots. Your goat no gets World Cup. You dey please.
Emmanuel, music.
We'll come back. We'll dial it back. We'll dial it back for you people. We'll dial it back. Don't worry. We're in good hands.
Let me only dial it back.
We're in safe hands. Anyway, how do you feel about this week's top 10? For those
thank you so much for this opportunity, please. No, please. When I was telling you that Bedu has not Bedu the way this Bedu is Beduing, Anthony Chukwebuka, the man that you are.
I'm screaming. You know what's so funny about this Slick song is that 100% number 1. Do you know the people that have been seen posting that song on social media? It's people that I have never seen in there. You know, there was a trend. There was a time where everybody was quote unquote listening to Afrobeats. But the American people that I'm seeing listening to this song are American people that I have never seen listen to Afrobeats.
I saw it too.
I find it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I find it so funny. I find it really hilarious. There was even somebody randomly the other day that I came across that posted it. Was it one of the Love Island people or something? And I was just like, where's all of this coming from? But I'm so happy for Victony. Shout out to him. Also, the thing that you said about there being 4 different number 1 songs in the last 4 weeks. It essentially reinforces what I was saying, that while I think Landlord will remain on the chart till the end of... Actually, I think there's going to be at least 1 Landlord song on the chart 10, till at least October or September or October. That's my thought. But I don't see him doing number 1. The reason why is he can do number 1, but not consistently anymore because... like you said, in the last 4 weeks, he's had one of the 4 number 1s, which he, in the first 6 months of this year, only 2 other people did that. In the space of 1 month, 3 people have done
that.
what happened in 6 months.
That's true.
Can't lie. Shout out to
when you
landlord,
put it like that, yeah, for sure. Nah, man, that was
I think the concept, like in one month, they've done what took 6 months to do. So landlord will be around, but not number 1, maybe.
For sure. Still speaking about Slick and the momentum is currently in. I saw a random tweet about somebody saying that they saw it at a gay club or they heard it at a gay club, and I'm like, Victony,
which makes perfect sense.
Victony Slick has entered there.
Which actually makes perfect sense.
Man.
When I tell you that makes so much sense. It makes so much sense.
So it begs the question: should we be on Billboard Watch for the song? Do we feel like it's
actually it's already number 1 on the Billboard Afrobeats chart?
That's insane.
Yeah. So for the Billboard chart, Slick is already number 1.
That's insane.
And I think Tyler is number 2.
All right.
Wait, Tyler.
Wait. You cannot drop such a banger like that. How can you focus? This woman just said that Slick is number 1 and Tyler's song is number 2. Do you know how big of a deal that is?
Hold on, let me pull it. I'll find the song right now. And I think the Tyler song is the one that she is it the Love one or the
Is it the one that she the one that just dropped with the music video?
No, the one that she was saying, is it love if you don't cry or something like that?
Is it? She's dropped the Is it love? Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's the
wow.
That's number. Let me pull it up and I'll give you the exact. Actually, I lie. Number 1 is Slick. Number 2 is She Did It Again by Tyler. Number 3 is In Love by Tyler.
Guys,
it's not number 2, it's number 3.
We prayed for times like this. No offense, I love Tyler, but wow.
And then number 4 randomly is J-Horse, which I thought was very
That's hilarious.
Sure.
Does J-Horse make Afrobeats?
I beg. See, that chart is just...
That's the conversation we're not even trying to answer. But guys, please, I'm so sorry. Allow me to revel for Victony because no. Wow. A whole Tyler. Fairs, man.
I mean, she's still number 2 and number 3, so not too much.
Yeah.
No, but that's what I mean now. That's what I mean. Like to be able to... I feel like Tyler has
think about it more like in the sense of how we're talking about Ashake is no longer number 1.
Mm-hmm.
It don't mean he didn't reign this year. He over-reigned this year, in fact.
But still, like you have to. Like for me, it's more of it's a case like obviously yes, like that's landlord, that's Tyler. I mean, in a case that like you are having people listen enough to dethrone a whole landlord, even if it's for a week. If you try and make it easy now, all the people that have tried, it did work for them. It's not easy now.
And it's fair to even like. I don't know. We can probably ask Turntable to confirm it, but it's fair to even expect this to still hold, or challenge at least for the next couple of weeks for
another week.
Yeah. Because the momentum on the song is just too it's too palpable, man. It's too strong. Like right now.
My good drop this song on Friday, please.
Oh right, yes.
Can you go there?
Few people have started.
Sorry.
Who is your
Who will it be?
And for those of you that just came, nice open up the space by asking us. So Davido has become and more, on our title. So yes, he's contending. He wants Davido to be in the running next week, which we will see. We will be here. Pepe, please don't. Pepe,
Give me
please
that
do not. Pepe, please.
I'll stop.
Please do not.
Come on, Pepe, that is not fair now.
But Pepe,
I said I will stop now.
Do you know how much that sounds like Aye? Do you know how much that sounds like?
Stop. Stick back.
Moving on, please.
On that note, does anybody have questions for TTC?
I do. Is Victony contending for next week? What's the week currently look like?
Is that a question?
Yes, he is.
They
Okay,
say yes.
That's a
They say yes.
full thumbs
That's
up.
all you need to know.
Any other questions? Any other thoughts for Turntable Top 10 this week?
I have one more thought. You people, do the Lord's work. Wind your waist like Tornado. Tornado should not be number 11.
But she's on number 2.
That don't mean nothing to me. That's not what
Wait, Tornado is where?
Number 11. Can you imagine?
No pun intended.
As per no 11.
Hey, no 11, no 11. You people should learn how to wind your waist. That's what I need you people to do for me.
Belima, my waist is stiff. I'm sorry.
That's why I said learn.
Nice.
That's why I said learn.
Nice.
I didn't say it's not stiff. I said learn.
Okay. I don't know. Anyway, nice. Did you have a question for Turntable?
Yeah, I wanted to ask if what I want to ask if how is Chanel doing on the table?
Okay. Oh wait, you mean Black Bones and
Ashake.
It's at number 8 right now. It dropped from number 6 last week to number 8.
Okay, thanks.
Nice. All right. Any other pressing thoughts? Any other intel or information you'd like to know from Turntable Charts? All right. Big shout out to Turntable yet again. Another week, another activity on the top 10. So we're looking forward to next week. Expecting a lot of competition, stiff competition, unlike a lot of people's wrist. Anyway, Slick might be doing it. Slick might be doing it. We'll be here next week, by God's grace. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have in front of us, or at least behind us right now, when it comes to how things have transpired.
Please don't talk about your go-to.
I will try my best not to. But World Cup final happened. Everybody has had a fun and exciting month of football. Everybody has carried on, and every club has represented themselves well. Also,
Ronaldo for life.
But besides that, man, World Cup final had for the first time a halftime show. Okay, and even the concept of it all was very, very debatable. Some people
were not happy about that.
I actually have a very serious question for you guys. Mm-hmm. Okay, so World Cup has always had opening ceremony and closing ceremony.
Yep.
Have they not?
Yes.
And what's the difference between the closing ceremony and this halftime show?
Another way to Americanize the World Cup. A lot of hands have been shook. Okay, some deals have been done. A lot of money.
And that's not what I'm asking. That's literally that's very.
I think that's the main. What reason,
I'm asking is, what is
one of them is at the end of the match. The other one is in the middle of the match.
Throughout the World Cup, they turned my beautiful sport into 4 quarters. We have to
my thing is, like, when people say that, I'm like, what did you guys expect? Like, you do not go to the home of capitalism and expect capitalistic things not to happen. That's why you went there.
The number one thing I will say is,
you said?
Are you forgetting what the president of the country is?
We know. We saw him. He tried to lift the trophy.
Beyond the president.
He tried to lift the trophy.
Bro, that is the seat of capitalism. You will enjoy many ads in your hydration breaks. You will love capitalism.
So that was my thing, was that, like, I really hope we don't take hydration breaks and make this a normal thing. Like, actually don't.
They've been there. To be fair, they've been there, but they were just not being run with ads. For the most part.
Yeah, and I think also, to be clear, it was only the American TV station
and Canadian ones too
that were running them. But all that to say, you said.
What did you say?
It also happened in
Nigeria, right? Yeah, I think it was only UK that I knew about that showed the actual cooling breaks.
Mexico was not playing ads. They were doing that was because
they stood the solidarity for the beautiful.
Yeah, that is why I chose to watch my own World Cup in Spanish.
In Spanish.
But all this to say.
I remember you bringing up that because you said they would be playing the Rema song more on that side.
Yeah, they were playing the Rema song on. You thought I was joking when I said I was watching World Cup in Spanish.
I'm like, what have you watching the Spanish World Cup, man? Anyway, but fair.
Anyway, all this.
That's a bilingual queen.
All this to say, I just thought it was very funny that everybody kept harping on. Like, yes, there were so many things that they changed that pissed me off, but I just thought it was funny that everybody was very focused on the fact that they made it a halftime show instead of a closing
For
thing.
the closing
Because
ceremony,
basically
yeah.
it's this because basically what happened in that thing was no different than the closing ceremony that Shakira did even in where was it, Germany? Like there was literally like think about it, like the closing ceremonies are not is literally the same thing. I think the difference is that we are used to it looking more like how we are used to seeing the World Cup or how we're used to seeing even the Olympics.
Okay.
But I think like I just specifically wanted, before we dive into like the
actual
who
performance.
performed, who did not perform, and all of that. I just thought that was a situation that kept being harped on. That I was like, I really want to know how people feel. Like, I think also why it didn't bother me so much is because if you guys remember at the beginning of this year when the Super Bowl happened, the Americans were on and on and on and on about how that's the most televised blah 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 blah. And I'm like,
What a slap
shout
in the
out
face
to
of the country.
I said shout out to Bad Bunny, love him down, but several million people watch that versus the World Cup halftime show where several billion people watch that. So let us give them halftime for halftime.
To be
so
fair, just to add to the Super Bowl conversation before we actually get into the real, there is a conversation to be had about which is more of an impactful halftime show. To like, granted, a lot of people
impactful.
Okay. Impact in the sense of what's more.
Is halftime show for impact?
No. It's not. But I'm just saying, if you were to put into context the entire ceremony, the entire event, the halftime show in the Super Bowl is more of an event than a halftime show in the World Cup, which can be a fly on the wall. A lot of people are going to get their drinks. Like, some people turn up to the Super Bowl for the halftime show compared to the World Cup that we've seen now. So there is, yes, of course, more numbers,
and
more eyeballs.
I hear what you're saying, but when you now look at the numbers, and they pulled up the numbers
of course, numbers, of
the
course.
number of
it's
people
not going to
was
be
still more
comparable. It's
like it was always going to be more. So I think I hear you on quote unquote impact, but I think there's just a thing where like it just kind of had to happen like this. And it's
no offense, but like I understand the impact thing, but you are making it seem as if when it was a closing ceremony, there was also impact. Like it was not that impactful. So
that's why I asked
no impact for no impact.
That's why I asked the question that I asked. I think there's a part to be said about like sending a message, right? So like we saw in the Super Bowl, like Bad Bunny had a message, but we also saw that Shakira said she was sending her own kind of message. She kept her promise to the ghetto kids in Uganda. She did all the I just thought, and that was why I specifically she kept a promise to them that she was going to
they danced. They danced.
She was going
They danced with her.
Oh, that was cute though.
Yeah, it was very cute. But all this to say that I specifically asked that question to start with because that was one of the things that people kept bringing up, and I just wanted to say what's the difference between that and closing ceremony.
Fair enough. All right, let's get into the actual performances that we got to see. It kicked off with Madonna.
With Ronaldinho.
And with Ronaldinho and Ronaldo.
Ronaldo.
Anyway.
The OG Ronaldo.
Anyway, I have very, very unnice things to say about this halftime show. So I'm just gonna.
Okay, you know what I won't tolerate is bad words about Madonna. You people don't. If you don't listen to Madonna, leave her alone.
All right, man.
If you don't listen to Madonna, face your front.
That was fair, man. No, but that was so awkward, man. I'm sorry. It was just.
Yeah.
And then we transitioned to the Muppets after that.
I think the problem with that performance specifically was I don't think they told Ronaldo what was going on. So Ronaldo, all Ronaldo knew was that he was meant to drive this cat, and he smiled, and so he kept his teeth permanently on that, like his teeth did not move. He was just in that one smiling position. Guy looked like there was a lot going on. He looked very, very overwhelmed, and so I felt very bad for Ronaldo. But it was actually if you don't listen to Madonna, you don't listen to Madonna. But
I don't need
shout out to my 70. She's 70.
No,
almost 70,
she's doing
69.
amazing things at that age. Like
yeah. Shout out to my queen. Not too much on Madonna, please.
The only person the only person that can trump her will probably be Ogumekpo going to World Cup final at the age of 45. That would be the only time I would say, like, no, I mean, being a senior citizen, being a senior citizen is not that bad. You know what I mean? So we'll look for the next World Cup.
Can we not shade my goat?
We'll look for the next.
Is he talking about Ronaldo?
Anyway, we'll move on. Guys, I will try my best to.
I want you and the spirit of Argentina to leave you.
I mean, since senior citizens were allowed on the World Cup final, no, we have to allow for the next one.
The one that their goat was not senior citizen but had 0 goals on target for 120 minutes. I don't know what's the difference.
Two twins is a rich. Senior citizen is a rich. We never clocked 40 years.
Please, you were talking about Madonna.
We never clocked 40.
On that note, we are in the era of 19-year-olds, please.
Yes, exactly.
Leave both of your senior citizens at home.
The crazy thing is I don't have any goats. It's just funny.
We are in the era of 19 years old. So after Ronaldo and Ronaldinho smiled and gave us
absolutely nothing.
Gave us their little song with Madonna.
I love them, but they came and they just stood there and gave us nothing. Please.
You know what? Also for those who didn't know, this entire halftime was produced by Global Citizen First and organized by Chris Martin of Coldplay. So
of course,
it was very on brand for the things that we saw.
Towards the end?
Not even just the end, but like he also, I guess, was responsible for quote unquote handpicking some of the people that performed. I believe the next was BTS. I usually
was very confused.
Oh no, sorry.
To be honest, they actually were the better parts of the
This is where you lose me.
They were actually
Bema, I was not confused. I was not confused. I was not confused from it, but like, no, they shouldn't be performed. It's BTS for crying out loud.
Yeah,
I was just surprised. I was like,
So, you know what was so funny is that I knew they were going to perform, but somehow when the first guy popped up, I screamed. I said, wow, BTS. Here's the funny thing. I'm not even a BTS fan like that. So I literally I was just so happy because I know since they finished their 7 million.
Yeah, and they came back together.
They've come back. They're on tour right now. So it was just beautiful to see that they're still here. They still exist and they're singing beautifully. Lovely performance. Loved that entire thing.
But before BTS, did you like the Muppets? Or what was those?
That confused the hell out of me.
Did you say the Muppets?
Yeah, the Muppets were there. Miss Piggy, all of them. I was I was very confused by that because actually, yes, it went from Madonna. It went from Madonna to the Muppets.
You know, in life, sometimes you have to step away from things and then step back into them. So I missed that part. I didn't see the Muppets.
And the funny thing is, the Muppets showed up twice. So they showed up right after Madonna, and then right after BTS, the Muppets showed up again. And that was when Miss Piggy was up there, and then the vampire and everything. And they were playing the drums, they were singing, and I just thought, this is weird.
Yo, they just allow anyone to be halftime show now.
Bruh. Anyway.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to point out that Chris Martin was mostly responsible for some of this. Anyway, and then we got our Ted Lasso moment. For those who don't know and who have never watched the show like me, I only know one thing about that show, besides the fact that they play football, is that the guy is always telling them to, like, believe in themselves.
Yeah, that was cute.
And
wait, did he come out?
Yeah,
and so at the beginning of the World Cup, when USA was still in the game, a lot of people were wearing their Ted Lasso shirt and saying believe. It was very cute. I would say something that I thought was very interesting. When he was talking, Ted Lasso, the actor, he was talking and he said something that I would have played into a whole different part, but clearly they didn't think like me. But he said, we are going through something, and we need people to believe in love. And do you know the first song that came to my mind was "Do You Believe in Love After?" Thank you, my Celine Dion children. That was what came to my mind.
Did you just say Celine Dion?
It's Cher.
You mean
Cher.
Cher?
Cher.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That was what came to my mind. And I said, oh, that would have been beautiful. But instead, the coach raised up Belieber, and all of a sudden,
yo, that's so funny. That's so funny. That's what you
Uncle
JB
came to come and give us praise and worship.
That's
everything.
hilarious.
Hallelujah.
That's hilarious. Shout out to Justin Bieber, man. But Justin Bieber.
Halftime show, hallelujah.
Yeah, Justin Bieber been added to this lineup.
What'd you say? I heard Justin Bieber 8 in his performance.
Yeah, he did, but like
I didn't say he
context.
I just said very
matters,
random.
Bro. It just felt random. It just felt like a change. It felt like a drastic change of energy, bro.
He
like
did not eat anything.
Magnificent said he absolutely did not eat it.
Okay, so here's my thing. Here's my thing with the Justin Bieber.
I feel like it was in the wrong venue.
It was beautiful if it was just the performance. In context of everything else that was going on around
next to the Muppets, it did
not make any sense.
It didn't make sense. Next to the Muppets.
It didn't make any bloody sense.
No, stop. You guys should stop making excuses for Justin Bieber. He did the same thing in Coachella last year.
Sorry. No. Coachella was fire, bro. Coachella was fire. No.
Yeah. Okay, we get it, but if you were in the stadium, you would see the whole thing was absolutely ass.
Yep.
Because yeah, I was there. I watched the final.
Of course you were.
Of course you were.
You're not going to get there.
Magnificent. Of course you were. And I love that.
At this rate, whenever anything is happening, we should be asking if Magnificent was there. I swear to God.
I was going to tee up the Burna Boy part by asking you if you
to him.
You only live once. My
dear, you only live once. You know, like
no. I love it for you, bro. I love it.
I'll give my take. I don't know if I should give my take now.
No, give your take, because you were actually there. Us, we watched on TV. So how did you feel?
I understand the reason why many football fans don't really fancy the whole halftime show, because at the end of the day, I was wondering who they were performing for. Because whenever you watch a Super Bowl halftime show, you think, okay, the whole thing is created, they will enjoy it in the stadium and all of that. Mm-hmm. But if you're in the stand, especially some of us that were back, you realize that these shows were curated for the people back home.
Watching on TV.
So when you are in the stadium and you're watching the whole thing, it feels like you are on set for a movie. And the actors
you're an extra.
Here's what I would say. The Super Bowl is the same way though.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. That's what
I'm saying. Yeah. Because I absolutely really did not feel
you're an extra in the movie.
You know, it's not even like an extra. You are on set. You are like a coffee boy on set, just watching watching them do the whole thing, because there was no connection with the crowd. And I guess it's football crowd. We came there mainly for the football, and they are performing back for the audience home and the ratings and whatever. But from the stadium, it looked absolutely dog shit. Especially when the Muppets came on, and then we that were behind the Muppets, we could see the hand, we could see the guy controlling.
Now you could see the hand.
We could see everything going on behind.
That is so wrong.
With Madonna, the old pre-recorded thingy that happened. I did not even know that there was a pre-recorded thing. Just when I got to when I watched the old halftime again, then I realized that they showed you guys something before
the guys saw them come out.
We were just hearing the song, and then about 90 seconds later, we saw Madonna come out with Ronaldo, and I didn't even know that Ronaldo had drove a whole downfall for like 30 seconds before. Because maybe they showed it on the screen.
Magnificent, what's your problem?
Magnificent. You know what's so funny is that when I was watching the show, right? When the Madonna thing came on, the first thing I thought of was, oh, is this portion, are they showing this portion on the screens in the stadium? Because typically they do that all the time.
Yeah,
Like
I think
they
they
even
were.
did that. They even did that for Beyonce when she did her this thing. And literally what they do is that they set up the screens so that the same thing that's playing on like TV, you guys can see it so that you can see right up until the point they walk out of the
Yeah,
tunnels.
I think they were, but at least they should give heads up, like, oh, watch this. I was not looking at the screen. I was busy looking at, there were a lot of people on the pitch. Like, what's going on? Where is Madonna? I was looking for Madonna. Apparently, she's been getting like a jolly ride around the thing.
Yeah, she was underground.
And I was also so that portion absolutely did not make sense to me until you watch later on, and then Justin Bieber when the old Ted Lasso thingy, and I mean, for the people back home, you get to see it like, okay, Ted Lasso is talking, and then Justin come out of nowhere, and it's like, oh yeah, it's Justin. But we have seen the guy just bending down behind for like a whole minute when this, and I'm like, yeah, that's fucking Justin. What's he doing? And then he pops out, oh yeah, he's performing for the camera. And then we got Shakira, which she came in, and then for the whole part where she was singing in the beginning, she was dancing, and then I just saw my Odogu standing there, like, what's going on.
Yeah, I want to talk about his performance. Something was off
The guy
there.
was not used to it, and all of a sudden I saw him
Did they
jump
react
out
with
of.
Burna Boy?
It's not about used to it, and they had rehearsals.
They did have
I
rehearsals.
think specifically also if you watched it, you will see that for half of Burna's verse, he wasn't in screen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
it's not the thing is it's not even because there were two cameras, there were two main cameras, and I think the producer backstage was the one in charge of cutting from
one, yeah.
Yeah, but because when Shakira was performing and she was singing and Burna was off screen, Burna was also performing towards the camera. So there's a footage of him performing alone.
So they do that all the time. If you guys remember when they had that football game that Beyonce was performing at, right? If there's the footage from people that were at the game where you can literally see Shabuzi like already kind of performing before the camera even got to him, and then once it goes off of her, she literally runs to the other corner where the camera can't catch her, and then she's standing there, and then she gets into motion and she already starts moving and performing, so that once the camera cuts back to her, it immediately picks her up. The problem I had with the Burna and Shakira thing was, well, Shakira comes out first, and she comes out with the girls from Ghetto Kids, right? And they start dancing. Then the women that her dancers come out. And then we see when Burna, like, comes into the frame. But the problem is that when Burna comes into the frame, the camera was so tight, and Shakira is in the center. So it almost felt like Burna was overcrowding her. And they did... Yeah, it felt like he was crowding her space. That's literally what it felt like. Because the camera was just so tight, so he couldn't pick up both of them.
I promise you, Belema, whatever you saw on TV was even worse on stage, because
I would imagine.
It felt so awkward, because these are two people that individually are used to dominating the stage. I mean, you've seen Shakira and Burna, and putting both of them together is... I mean, the song, they did have chemistry on the song, but both of them on stage, maybe if they perform maybe on like a concert or something, it's going to be different. But it felt like,
Yeah.
Can I also say something?
I think part of it.
Can I also say something as well?
Yeah, Burna did not want to play second fiddle in that sense, because because in that song
he did.
He was supposed to like play the secondary role. Shakira is the main act, of course, but he felt unnatural to him, and then
I think it's a little more than that, because they showed us that they had several practices, right?
Yeah, but if you watch the opening ceremony, you even saw that when they performed that, they collided with each other, that a shirt got stuck on Burna's belt. They were trying to pull it off together.
Yeah, I did feel that way watching it. So
and it felt like,
I literally felt like he was crowding her space. And also, I think the bigger priority that they were trying to catch on camera was the dance, right?
Was the dancing?
Really, it was the dance. So what really was happening was when Burna would come into frame, he would literally be like leaning in and she's like there, but then he was meant to be singing whatever while they were doing some dance moves, but then because he was blocking like 2 or 3 of the girls, he literally goes into the corner. Then the second half of his verse, it's literally Shakira. You see he's off camera and you see Shakira like literally saying everything Burna is saying. You can hear his voice, but you can't see him.
Yeah.
And then he keeps going in and out of frame. And then it's almost like he disappears and the boys from Ghetto Kids show up. And so the whole like Ghetto Kids are now dancing with her. It's not just the girls and everybody's dancing. So it's like almost like they were really looking more to capture the choreography as opposed to like the individual singers and stuff. So yeah.
And another point to that is like just from a visual standpoint, who styled Burna Boy for that, right?
The black and white was throwing me off because
it looked so odd. It looked so the entire stage was bright yellow, and then there's the one singular tall black guy in the frame that just happens to be wearing a very, very distorted, like he just stuck out.
It came out like a Sodom,
yeah. It just stuck out so awkwardly.
You see, and honestly, in my mind, I was trying to make an excuse. Maybe that was what they were going for, but then you watch it on TV, and then it felt. You watch it on TV again, and then it felt like they just grabbed him off the road from somewhere.
Yeah, it felt like he didn't belong there, but he does because he's on the song.
One of the criticisms he faced in the opening ceremony was he was lifeless. The one in Mexico, Shakira was doing the whole thing, and it was just a lot of Shakira fans.
That was Mav's best.
No, because Shakira be dancing. Yeah, her whole thing is she has choreography. Burna ain't doing choreography.
In the second one, he tried to dance.
He tried to dance a bit.
He tried to dance a bit, but then the wardrobe part was just
like everybody had things that were flying off of them. Like so many, everybody had flares and
my guy was wearing white shirt. And
my guy was just looking as if he was coming out from the club at like 2 a.m. or something. Like, bro,
they did Montogo dirty you.
He did perform at the club in New York overnight, so he made an appearance.
Maybe that's where it was coming from.
I guess that's where it came from.
It was just so funny to me because I was just like, how did we end up in this kind of situation? It just felt like he was in Shakira's space.
Yeah.
Like they borrowed him and they plopped him in the middle of Shakira's thing. And they were like, okay, cool, bye. And please leave and go away. And that's literally what the entire thing felt like. So quite happy for him, but I've seen him do better.
Yeah. So Magnificent. Any other insight from the stadium itself? With the performance?
I think we criticized the performance, but his 1 minute performance was a lot better than some certain midgets that played 120 minutes.
I'm screaming.
Whack him again.
Magnificent.
Again. I'm just proud of my boys.
Magnificent. One more time.
I will take it.
Get him again. Get him for me.
If the only people that can stop,
again.
If the only people that can stop my meme and my baby memes, I'll take it. They're passing the torch.
They're
passing the torch, man.
I thought Coldplay was going to perform.
Yeah, I hope they would.
I knew Coldplay was not going to perform.
I knew they were not performing
Chris
too.
Martin was just going to come out.
But it would have been sick. It would have been
love each other.
Honestly,
you know what? You know what? It reminded me of him.
I know I'm being silly here, but when they announced that the halftime was going to be increased from 15 minutes to 30 minutes, I really thought it was going to be a surprise performance. And they were going to, because before the World Cup last year, there was a whole thing where the FIFA president met with Drake, and they had a meeting about
they kind of teed it up as Drake.
They were teeing up. So I was thinking there was going to be something.
I remember that. That was in the middle of the Kendrick Super Bowl.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
buzz.
Drake was heavily involved, and we saw him attend a lot of games.
Yeah. He was at the final too, just chilling.
Yeah, and I honestly thought there was going to be something like for the fans.
Fair.
Just
That would have been sick.
Hey, yeah.
That would have been
Hey,
sick.
yeah. Hey, yeah.
But we didn't get
Guys,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry,
Let's
but like,
not forget
if you've been
Drake
watching,
lost money that day.
Sorry, perfect.
I just wanted to say that if you've been watching Super Bowl, like the halftime Super Bowl, like Super Bowl halftime, sorry, that's Coldplay performance reminded me of their own halftime
Their
show.
own halftime
Where they showed up at the end.
They showed up at the end, but instead, the people that performed were Bruno Mars.
Everybody remembers Bruno Mars and Beyonce.
Everybody
People
else
forget they were
performed
the actual
apart from
people
the people
slated.
that were meant to be there.
Yeah. So I just saw them at the end. I was like, oh, there's a Chris Martin. Nice to see you.
It was funny because I was watching the game at the same time I was watching Trevor Noah's live stream because this final match they live streamed live from the actual game instead of from this thing. And so it was so funny because in his live stream he flipped before the halftime show started. He had flipped the camera around and you could see that they were setting up for the halftime and you could see that they had spelled out love on the field. And it was very adorable, very cute. And so to then see all these children singing and Muppets are in the back and then Chris Martin comes out in the background and he's now singing you people should love each other. So and only for them to say you people should love each other and then second half Enzo went and wanted to pluck somebody's eye. But what do I know?
Nice.
Love in America is so ironic.
Yeah. Anyway, Pixar, I know you had your hand up. Long time no space. What's good?
Oh my god. He said a long time no space. Yeah, what's good? What's up, Bizema? What's up, Pepe? What's up, everybody?
Hello.
Okay. The World Cup halftime show. For me, they should not do it again.
Sorry, you people were confusing me. What do you mean they should not do it again? They do it every time. Is it not the same as the closing ceremony?
They did it the last time.
No. It's Belema, trust me, it's not the same. It's not the same. What they did right now
I guess
is not
the one that they brought terms to.
Honestly, credit to Speed.
Pretty different.
No, credit to Speed for real.
Credit to Speed.
People were decent Speed performance though.
Sorry, I have a question. The part that Speed performed, was that the...
That was the closing ceremony.
So that was before the show?
That was before the game, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because the stadium looked empty. That's probably why they were waiting till halftime now. That's why they did it at halftime. People are not picking up on what's happening. Like, this is really what the logistics of it is. If you do it before the game,
the worst part
what will happen is everybody will not have gotten there. If you do it after the game, the people that were angry that their team lost would have run away and gone home. So you do it in the middle where everybody's stuck.
Nobody wanted to see more.
What do you mean? What was Tom Cruise doing there? He cannot watch football.
No, he cannot watch football again. Now.
Wait, what?
Yeah. At the beginning of the World Cup, he gave a whole speech.
Can you people please, Tom Cruise?
Before the game started, he gave a whole speech. Yes.
You know what? I'm angry. I join you people.
No, Mission Impossible.
Not Fast and Furious. Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
I stand with you people. I'm annoyed now. Tom Cruise. What the hell?
He was giving a speech.
Imagine bringing
what I thought was
Walker.
very fascinating is that I thought that Morgan Freeman used to give a speech like that during the World Cup too.
It's too old to bring him out again.
So Tom Cruise is the replacement.
Tom Cruise and what's the name of this? That Samuel L. Jackson.
L. Jackson.
So that's why I was wondering, like, why was everybody acting like this is the first time they've had an actor give a speech?
They did not want to give it to the black people.
So because it was Tom Cruise.
Honestly, I would have wished they gave it to Matthew McConaughey because he's been involved in the whole FIFA thingy.
Anyway,
Anyway, trust Magnificent to be there. Magnificent, how did I know? I should have known.
No, we know.
Have just
Like
known.
I've been saying that I was going to go now.
He's not missing Burna Boy's biggest stage performance.
No, I actually was
He's
going.
not.
I was saying, I bought. The thing is,
Even beyond that, Magnificent collects experiences like he's Thanos. He just wants to be everywhere.
FIFA releases final tickets even before the first match has been played.
Yeah.
And you will be the one to, because in my own fickle mind, I was thinking my goat was going to make it to the final. So I bought the final tickets even before and I bought semi-final ticket, but I couldn't go.
Say that again, your fickle mind. Say it again, you're very, very fickle mind.
Emmanuel,
my entry was not cleared. They didn't clear my entry, so I couldn't make it for the semi-finals.
And once short media did not achieve anything to find
nothing.
Listen,
it was so funny. He was walking out, and I was like, "This man cannot be as short as him. Why am I the same height as Messi?
You should be grateful.
Why am I the same height as Messi?
We are very much entertained. We just don't like. We don't like the idea of you making it.
This man gave you back-to-back blockbusters leading up to the final. But anyway, we'll focus.
Can you imagine? Look at that.
In the middle of the second half, my guy was walking across the field like they just invited him to pass through. I just want to say, I want to say that was it was an interesting World Cup performance.
Was it interesting?
Please, Infantino should thank God that I have not cost his life, because that man has gotten away with a lot of things that nobody should be able to get away with. And the fact that I let Donald Trump do what Donald Trump did at the end, I do not like it.
I think to be fair to him, he tried to avoid it. He tried to avoid the club.
He really tried, but he didn't try hard enough.
But you are speaking with the biggest narcissist on the planet, so he has to get involved.
I'm crying.
No, honestly, there are certain ways to deal with people. He was such a bitch.
Oh wow!
Did you guys see? Did you guys see?
Sorry, please. Did you say he was such a bitch? Is that what you said?
From when, imagine giving. I've never heard of something called the FIFA Peace Prize.
It started from there. The Momo started from there. Don't worry.
Okay, can I tell you guys the most annoying part of the entire thing for me? It was having to watch the Mexican president as she was standing next to Donald Trump, but instead Donald Trump was the one giving medal to the players, and I kept looking at it and I was like, I just want you people to know that they hosted this game in America, Canada, and Mexico. Why is the Mexican president standing there looking?
It's just
very
American.
Sad. And also, why do you want to be the one to lift the cup and give it to them? And I thought it was so funny because the clip where he they brought the cup. The clip where they brought the cup into the room, the suite that that Trump and Infantino were watching from. If you guys, I'll find the clip, but there was a clip of that specific part that they showed on German TV, and the German commentators were talking about how it has never happened before, and this is something that should not be happening. And why is Infantino letting Donald Trump touch the thing? And it was so funny. And the words they were using were so fascinating, and they were basically calling Infantino.
Guys, I don't know why.
And I was like, this is sad.
After that Folari Balogun thing that happened, it was okay.
Man, Infantino is not the president anymore.
It's like when that big man does something for his little nephew so he can just touch the World Cup. Yeah, I mean, it will mean so much to him. Let the little man do it.
Anyway, we have some new speakers on here before we transition from the FIFA World Cup final halftime show. We have, I know Pixel, you still have your hand up. I don't know if there's anything that you didn't get a chance to add there.
Oh my. I think we'll say more before the end.
No, for sure. I know why.
Let me just. So like I said, they should not basically do the whole halftime thing again. Maybe because of this, from the standpoint of me going to watch football because I'm actually there for the game. And for Super Bowl, I'm literally there for the concert. So I'm not there for the game. I'm there to just listen to the music. So I think because of where my priority is, it's probably why I feel this way. But I absolutely think I'm more or less very open to new things. So it's not like bringing in the halftime show thing is more or less like a bad idea, right? But I think the execution is just the problem. It just felt like they just gathered all these guys to just have their sets and just leave. It didn't feel so harmonious as the way
It
a
didn't feel
Super Bowl would
cohesive.
look. Yeah, it just felt very, very scattered here, there. Like I'm just listening to Justin Bieber song and I'm like you are my goat, literally. But like this song does
Oga
not
said it's halftime hallelujah.
it's bro, like it does not just fit. BTS actually threw me off guard. I don't want to talk about Madonna. I don't want Belema's problem here, but BTS threw me off guard. I was like, bro, like what are even the vocals I'm hearing? Like it just felt very off. Though I actually liked how Justin Bieber entered. I loved how they ushered in. It made sense, but I don't. The performance was just not there. The people who gave me joy was still Shakira and Burna Boy. But like you guys did mention of, you know, the position of Burna, his attire, and all of those things, which I also took notice of, and I was like, yeah, I think they would have just made a bit of adjustment there. Burna was literally just trying to actually have that, himself in that whole frame, but Shakira just wanted to dance. Shakira was not there for any other. She just wanted to dance, and yeah, she did basically well with her performance. That was the only thing that made me happy. To be fair. Yeah, and like I said, nice try, but they should not do it again. They shouldn't.
All right,
Beautiful gowns, beautiful gowns.
we hear you. We hear you. We hear you. All right, Destiny. Going by your what's it called? Like the background photo. How do you feel about the How do you feel about Burna's performance in the halftime show?
Yeah. Good evening, guys.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening.
Yeah. Let me talk about the clothes. You guys are criticizing the clothes that it was just something simple. Me, my own thought is that he doesn't want to promote anyone. That's why it was something simple. He didn't have any brand to promote because that's a very big event.
Wait, hold on.
You cannot. You can wear your face without promoting anyone.
Yellow
By the way.
shirts.
It's
You don't have to
literally,
promote
it's literally
anybody. I don't think you
the
should
brand
promote
ambassador
You don't
anybody.
have
for
My
to
question
On.
promote
is, you
anybody
don't
to
have
be an
yellow
outfit,
shirts.
It's
bro.
literally a
Like,
brand ambassador for On, which is a sportswear brand in a
Right.
sports show.
exactly.
I
Thank you
mean,
so much.
I'm not criticizing, but still.
Wait, guys. The brand situation should not even be a factor here. We're talking about cohesion with the rest of everybody else.
Cohesion is what they're asking about.
Nobody was
At the end of the
promoting the
day,
brand
he
there.
had a bad
All he had to
stylist.
do was
Even
wear
if you
yellow
wore
shirts.
all white, it probably would make more sense.
No, he should have
Everybody
just worn
say
yellow.
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 We are yellow.
It doesn't want to
At the end of
belong.
the
It
day,
doesn't
he
want to
had a bad
belong.
stylist. Let's be honest. That's all.
Hey. Let's relax.
Zero stylist.
I don't think he had a stylist here is
IDQ.
the issue. I don't think there was anybody that was considering what would Burna wear in this entire situation.
I think they just wanted to put him into the... See, here's my thing. As somebody that does not do a lot of any choreography, actually, with his stuff, it makes sense that, like, the focus was on Shakira and the dancers. Yeah. But here's my thing. I don't, like... turning into a brand thing is very far away from the goal. If the dancers are wearing yellow, Shakira is wearing yellow, why are you wearing black and white?
Anyway.
So now you look like the marker that they dumped in the middle of a box
Marker
of
is crazy.
No,
What?
even go back to
That
your
sounded
thinking.
racist.
I think you saying he doesn't want to promote any brand is kind of weird because he was wearing obviously
some brand,
Valentino.
right? Yeah.
It was the clothes, the shirt he was wearing was actually designed by Pharrell Williams, so he's actually promoting a certain brand.
Pharrell Williams designed a white t-shirt.
No, I think it's LV.
He shocked you.
LV.
He shocked you.
He was wearing LV, so I think there's actually brand on stage. It's just probably he that doesn't want to do anything or just
Pepe, you don't
probably
know
wanted to stand out.
Destiny, do you have any other points? Yeah, sorry.
Louis Vuitton used to make white t-shirts.
No, I know that. It's just the design that is killing me. My bad. Sorry.
Maybe designers, you know. Anyway, Destiny, do you have any other points outside the fashion or?
Yes.
What else?
I don't know if Burna Boy cannot dance to like a Latin song because he was moving strange. His voice, that's not the way Burna Boy moves on stage. He was moving so strange. He could not like. He was Have you seen Burna Boy performing Bono? But he was not moving like he was performing anybody or something.
Right.
He was moving strange. Like no.
Anyway, all right. Cool. I was expecting you to come a different angle for the conversation, but I love where you stand on that one at least. I mean, most of us can somewhat align with it. But anyway, AMG, real quick, what are you saying on the halftime show? Your initial thoughts?
I can't lie because I didn't really watch the match. I just watched this thing. Like, just when I opened the space, I saw they're talking about halftime, so I said, okay, maybe I'll watch it after all. Now I went and watched it, and I have thoughts, very few thoughts.
Okay.
But to be honest, I don't think it was that bad. Now, I think it was necessary. Different conversation. It wasn't. I don't think like let's just play some footy, man. Let's just play some. Let's just watch some football. But or as far as halftime shows go, it wasn't top level, but it wasn't absolute shit. I liked Shakira's parts. Someone was trying shit about Shakira. I'm sorry. That's Loki. Was it Shakira? Sorry, Madonna's parts. I'm sorry. That's the goat. Like Madonna is sorry. It's just names go because people are talking about Shakira just now. Madonna's the actual goat. I can't lie, bro.
Madonna is not people's mate, so can you imagine?
She's not even people's mother's mate, bro. Madonna is the mother that murdered their mother.
Oh,
bro.
No,
Madonna is next level, bro. Madonna is ancient of days, bro. Like, but that doesn't age. She's above them all, bro. But aside from what she has done in that time, aside from what she has done, in that time,
let's relax.
Ancient of
aside from what she has done on that time, what she did on the stage.
Sorry, let's bring it back.
She did on the stage. I believe that was a perfect way to open it. You started out with a legend, and she herself brought out two legends, Ronaldo and Ronaldinho, bro. Like, she brought out two World Cup legends, two football legends, and that really made me happy. That really made, like, these are people, I don't even watch football as an adult, but these are people, like, since I was a child, when I actually used to watch football, do you know what I mean? These are, like, people I knew were the GOATs. Right, do you get? Right. And, like, she's basically, as they're saying, let's not forget our past and bringing her as the legend that she is. She's saying, let's not forget the football past and bringing these legends on stage. I think that was cool. That was a very good way to start it out. That was a very nice way to start it out. I like that.
All right.
And they went into the way they transitioned it now nicely into BT. I think that was cool. They paid homage to, like, the Swedish players. I think that was a bit pointless, but it was kind of cool at the same time. And then they now use that to, like, segue into BTS performance. BTS performance was alright, but as BTS, they're being relevant. BTS, but you heard some screams in the crowd, all of that calm, nice.
I think they had the strongest section. Like if you isolated their set compared to everybody else in isolation, they had what seemed like the better, like, actual, what felt like a football, what felt like a big stadium, like, arrangement. Like, I know, and it's BTS. You should expect that level of.
It's BTS.
I think I actually don't expect that level from them. I expect a slightly higher level because, like, these K-pop guys do not play. They do not fucking play. Like, so typically they'll be on a higher level. So maybe that's the standard I'm holding them to. But you are right. They did perform a bit more than the others, right?
Yeah.
They came on after that one. They came on to Justin Bieber. They just cut that part out. Why they leave that one out?
Why?
Drop.
Halftime, hallelujah or not?
Please leave my choir master out of this, please.
See, good
Leave
song.
my choir master is crazy.
Good song, good performance. But I don't think it fits in nicely, really and truly. They did it, they segued it nicely as well. The way they moved, they broke the energy with the little skits, right? Yeah. With I don't remember the name, but the actors. They did that. I think it was a nice way to, like, ease down the energy before that came in. But I feel like that bit could have been left out, really and truly. Yes. But then now we come to the next part, the biggest part of the conversation so far is the Shakira featuring Burna Boy performance. Because that was a Shakira and Burna Boy, but this one was featuring Burna Boy. He was included with Shakira's performance. And I think it was good by those standards of, this is a halftime show, World Cup performance, and they have like one song to perform, calm. But am I the only one that knows that they were lip syncing the whole time? The whole time.
I
Burna
think
Boy.
so, but I was.
There's a point, son. Yeah, you know, there's a point at which
Okay, but like, were you
Burna
expecting
Boy's
them to
voice.
sing live?
No,
No, but
everyone
like they didn't do it
except for
well.
Justin Bieber, everyone was lip syncing.
I think
But they
Yeah,
didn't
like,
do
do you
it
think they
well.
were going to sing live before? I don't get.
But they did not. But they did not do it well because there's a time. How I noticed now, yeah, we expect them to be lip syncing, right? These vocals are a little too clear for people that are standing in the middle of a stadium, right? But it's not that Burna Boy forgot to sing along when he was lip syncing, and then he continued
He was not putting the mic to his mouth.
Yes. And then when he now put the mic to his mouth, he continued singing where his vocals were not there. So at least, lip syncing, the point is that they're pretending they're acting, but yeah, he broke the whole illusion. So me, I was not even looking at his outfits. It was that caught my eye. Outfits, it caught my eye as well, but it's like, I feel like he was just there as a chill guy, man. Like, do you know what I mean? I think he was meant to, when you like stand out as a feature, as an additional performer, I feel like it was more to say that it's not his performance, it's Shakira's performance. How I feel about that, I don't really know. I guess kind of just what it is. But I feel like something like that would have been somewhat deliberate. Do you know what I mean? Unless maybe they just wanted to portray him as a cool guy. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like it's a standard cool outfit. Do you know what I mean? People were saying that it's was it human made and LV? I guess. Human made is cold, but like that's not really like a halftime show fit. But everyone was quite calm. Look at Justin Bieber's outfit, man. This guy looking like some easy season 8, man. Like, and then BTS.
To be fair, he wore boxers to the Grammy, so the bar for him somewhere.
Yeah, like
somewhere else.
Yeah, I mean, apart from the ladies, nobody really went all out with their outfits. The ladies, like the extras, do you know what I mean, that were doing the whole and stuff. Apart from them, no one really went all out with the outfits. So the outfits were pretty chill. Even like the BTS guys, they put in some effort.
Yeah.
It wasn't all that much effort. Do you know what I mean? It was just like they were just wearing jackets. Do you know what I mean? A couple of them, a little more efforts, but like in total, not really. I feel like this can lead into the conversation about what they call it, the standards and expectations for male and women performers. Yeah, I mean, when it comes to live performances, as well as outfits and the dancing and choreography and all of that. But that is again a different conversation. I think all in all, right, the halftime show was pointless, slightly disjointed, but it was entertaining. Yeah. I would admit it was nice. It was a nice 12-minute watch, right? If it went on for 20 minutes, I would have been thoroughly annoyed. But it's just it's something cool to have on while people are going to get more snacks. Yeah. Guys in the bar pub are going to get more beer and drinks and whatever. Do you know what I mean? It's just something nice for the kids. Do you know what I mean?
For sure. I mean, we'll see if they'll do it again in the next one. But appreciate it, AMG. Real quick slick back before we transition to new music. I don't know you've added anything yet on this topic.
No, I haven't.
Yes, sir. Thoughts.
Yeah. So feelings. I think the approach of this show is created for the audience at home rather than the people in the stadium.
Yeah, like Super Bowl.
I feel like I feel like that is a problem for me, and if they can change that, or I think we would better enjoy it, make it feel more of
like bigger
concert. No, like a concert performance and not a set. If you get what I mean.
Like you don't want up close camera shots. You don't want
no.
You want something more
just more something there's a grand stage and everybody just backstage coming up the Urishi. I don't really think it really adds to the experience because there's no way I'm paying that crazy amount of money for World Cup ticket seat and you people are doing that nonsense for me. I will be so angry. Do you understand? So if they want to keep it like going forward, I think people in the stadium should have a better experience than people at home. If not, it doesn't like what is the value? That's where me I come from.
Interesting.
I feel that.
As an audience
member, I don't know
that's so fascinating. Because like I'm very curious of all of you that are saying this. You're saying
Sorry, Belema, you cut out.
sorry, I said you people are saying this as people that are watching from your house. So I'm very
I don't know if I'm all on board on making it.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like even me that I watch from my house, I still don't like it. So what's the point?
Anyway, interesting angle though. Interesting angle for sure. Anything else before we dive in? Stick back.
No, I want to talk. I wasn't here last week. Where we started. I started with new music. Oh.
No. Okay, so I mean that's it for you with the halftime show, essentially.
Yeah, that's it for me.
Okay, all right, man. Appreciate everybody that was able to add to the conversation, and shout out to Magnificent for being our
always our man on ground
correspondent.
Always our man on ground.
Anything Burna Boy.
Our experiences correspondence.
Anything Burna Boy, we expect Magnificent, and we can bank on him. Appreciate him. Anyone notice what I did there? Anyway, yeah, man, we can come back to new music. Lots of Bedu. Okay. Wow, you seem too excited. Go ahead.
She's excited.
A lot of bangers.
Can I start?
Okay. Wait, but by the way, co-host, please, so I can let some people.
It's not showing me anything.
All right, I'll send it again.
You might have to leave and come back.
No, it's okay. I'll send it again. You should be fine. You should be good. But anyway, you're excited about new music this week? Okay. I think I know why.
Which never really happens, Abby. You are not.
Yeah. What is exciting you, dear? Ladipoe.
It's Ladipoe.
Okay.
Of course.
Ladies and gentlemen.
It's Ladipoe, of course.
Children.
My bad. I should have known.
I am here to announce that my leader have finally dropped album.
The revival is here.
You people were talking about all your
maybe can breathe
my
now.
God is this?
Maybe can breathe now. All the alleged
blah.
All the alleged holdback that people have been slapping on me.
Everybody have called their own name, their own venture, their own goal in life. Man. And me, I said, as far as my name is Belema, I will stand by the man that stood by me when I was down. Amen. That man gave me music that sustained my life.
Amen.
So, when he said there's a revival coming, I know
Hallelujah.
The revival is gonna be heavy.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you, my brother.
Yeah,
so,
man,
I would like to tell you people that, my God, I finally dropped album. You guys say hello to Revival.
Shout out
I want to say that, first of all, I saw the people that went to his listening party in Lagos. I want to say God punish all of you, but God will not punish you. I just want to say it should have been me.
Revival, not God punish.
I should have been there.
Hello.
But it should have been me.
Belema said only God can protect you from my wrath.
Yeah, it should have been me. I was very happy, like, when we got to the single Many People with Emma Oniga, and people were excited and happy. And I was very curious about what this album was going to sound like. Okay. I wasn't sure what to expect. When I saw the track release, I was like, not a lot of the usual suspects. This is gonna be different.
That's true.
So I said, I will go into this with an open mind. Now, is this Ladipoe's best body of work? It's still too early to say, but I don't necessarily think so.
How much body of works can you compare it to be fair?
Please, actually, don't disrespect mixtapes. You people have started. Just because they didn't call it album does not mean it's not a body of work. I didn't say album. I said body of work.
That's what I'm saying too. Like how much does he have for us?
Anyway, all this to say, his music is beautiful. From the beginning, we got our little choir at the beginning. We know we are the chosen ones.
Yeah.
And once he told us we were chosen, he followed it with a freestyle and told us about his sister paying for his studio time, even though, And he said, at some point in the album, he told us that, I might not have an MBA, but I have so many degrees, It don't even matter anymore. He's that guy. He featured Tenny, Emma Oniga, Doughboy, Taves, Pasaliu, Gunna Boy, Justin, Majid, Moren, and Ayomaf. The Ayomaf song actually was very interesting to listen to. I think I'm still deciding what my thoughts are on the album. I would say I preferred maybe the second half of the album to the first half, but that's just a meh thing. Right now, my favorite song on the album is what's that song with? Oh, Deeper. That's the song with Majid. Beautiful song. Lovely song. Ice is laughing. I know why you're laughing. Stop laughing. It is the song goes deeper. Don't do that. Lovely song.
What's the subject matter for the song?
Don't worry about it. Focus, Emmanuel. Don't worry about the subject
matter. Because deeper can mean a lot of things, you know what I mean? Like it could
be just whatever you think it means, that's what it means. Put it inside your head. Deeper with Majid. Lovely song. Right now, that's my favorite song on the album. If you people know Ladipoe, just tell him that his church member is here. And I'm very happy to say that I've always been a fan.
Nice. This was a beautiful moment for a lot of people that have been riding with Ladipoe from the get-go. Like, I've never seen a campaign as hard as this one in order to force an album out of him. A lot of people saw.
We have to force it out though. The last time I had to start saying that I should cry for him to drop the album.
Yeah, man. Like obviously since signing, I remember him signing to Maven, and even in that context, this was like 2016, 2017, if I'm not mistaken. Oh wait, probably later than that. 18, 19 perhaps. When he signed to Maven, obviously at that time, even into today's context, that was such an outlier type of signing that Maven did. It felt like they were taking a huge casting a huge bet on him and Johnny Drill at the time, because I remember they signed both of them together. And then we got many moments of brilliance from him. We got the singles, we got the collab moments with the rest of the Maven roster. Like Ladipoe has had numerous moments to shine, and we still didn't have an album for like almost damn near close to half a decade. But this album had so much weight to it in terms of the pressure and the anticipation towards it. And I'm just excited that it's here. Okay, I'm excited that Ladipoe fans now have a full body of work. Maven can rest now because the allegations have been serious. Or Maven, people will come with their thesis and theories that Maven has been holding him back, that he doesn't want that they've never
and he actually addresses
him.
That on the album.
He does, exactly. He opened up with it on the first song, right? But did he go further deeper outside the first song on this?
Yeah, he does. He does.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, it's nice to have an album. I've only gotten to see the singles and the first track to it. But yeah, man, I'm excited to see how you guys feel about the album, about his long-awaited revival album.
Yeah, you people know I'm not the champion for new music like that. Me and new music it's like I really do reserve my comments because it does take me a while to decide how I feel about something. But you people should know by now it's Ladipoe, man.
Anyway,
leader of the revival.
Anyone tap into the full revival experience? Let me know your thoughts and your feelings. Slickback, what are you saying? And then we'll get to nice after that. Slickback, what are you saying, bro?
Okay, I just want to say, like, it was an enjoyable listen.
Okay.
I really like it was. I don't want to say the rap guys are probably doing a lot, but
say that again. You don't want to say the rap what?
The rap guys have not been doing a lot of rapping, but there was a lot of rapping. Yes,
right.
there was a lot of rapping, and I appreciated that. So, like, I enjoyed the storyline. I enjoyed the message.
Nice.
I will be definitely listening. Like, I'll be definitely listening to back. And I think my favorite song is still the Emma Oniga song because I just love Emma Oniga, and that song
Yeah, he
is
smoked
just
that. Yeah, he smoked that. That was crazy. Yeah. Nice. Nice. What are you saying?
Got to. It's like, firstly, I want to say I'm pissed off that I was at the listening party because everybody was at that shit
You
for
are
me.
one of the people. You are one of them. Okay.
He says he
Everybody
was
was
pissed off
there.
he wasn't.
I wasn't there. I was in school. I'm in school right now.
Fair.
So like, I was also pissed off that my favorite song Flash Ade didn't make it to the album. Biased, but he does a little bit of what Dave does. He opens up about why he hasn't really dropped the project, about how he was been chasing perfection. Basically tells us his background. It was a good body of work. It was basically him expressing himself how Ladipoe does best. I love the album. Is one of the best I've heard since Talk About Pool. I mean, he's the best rapper in Nigeria. That is all. Full stop. It down.
Nice, man. Nice.
He even talks about being somebody's daddy. It's so beautiful, lovely project. I think the problem and what's where I stand with the whole best rapper thing is that one of the reasons why Ladipoe will always be up there for me is that he spends a lot of time being very introspective. And to me, that is one of my favorite things about being a rapper.
Yeah.
Is somebody that is introspective. And we get that a lot from Ladipoe. So even if Ladipoe might not be somebody else's best rapper, he's always up there for me because I always feel like he's telling me a story.
Yeah, for sure. I know you, Belema, you kind of hinted that there were some usual suspects you were hoping to have seen in the album, or maybe, or they were not there. And I don't want to make any guesses as to who you would
Can I
have
say
loved
I
to
was
see on the
pissed off?
album.
I didn't see any Maven artists. Like I thought I'll get that singer rapper dynamic. Apart from Tenny, I didn't really see much of that. Tenny and Majid, I think I didn't really see much of that singer. Like what he did with Buju, that feeling vibe. That would have slapped for real though. But like it's still a good album. Still, he still he still did his thing at the end of the day.
Okay. There's a feature with Morian, and I'm not too familiar with the Morian. Is that a singer?
Which one was that one? I'm
It's
trying to
the
remember.
record called is the Ja outro.
Oh yeah,
that was good too.
Yeah. I think one thing as far as the Maven thing goes, several of the songs were done by what's his name? Is it Louder?
Okay.
So yeah, that was there are a couple like I think it's more on the production side of things than anything else.
Features. Okay, are you saying you would have loved to see like an Ira or a Rema or a what?
No, none of that. None of that.
I mean, he did have a record with Rema on the EP back in the day.
Yeah. Yeah, I think specifically, who are the people that you would think to see Ladipoe with? Like a Budge, maybe.
Yeah, like taking it back to the
show them
bars, to show them
camp.
camps. You know what I mean?
Yeah, those kind of things. Like that would
like
be
the first wave
what
of Voltaire, basically.
Even
Fouls, someone like I said, as Fouls. Like, but even though like this is a different era. To be fair to him, so
and I think that was the thing. That's why I was very clear. I was like, yeah, there were a lot of people that were on here that are not like the usual. So like having a Majid or who is that guy from Uganda or Kenya? There's somebody on the album that's like East Africa. No, not Pastor. Not Pastor. There's somebody else.
British Gambian, but yeah.
Yeah, there's somebody else that's on the album that is East African.
Is it Joshua Baraka?
No, not Joshua Baraka. Let me find his name.
Is it a Mike Lera? Maglera Doughboy?
I think it's Maglera Doughboy. Yeah.
South African rapper though. Yeah.
He's South African?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's Maglera, then there's somebody titled that there's somebody that goes by, is it Burna Boy? Or
Burna Boy.
Something like that. Yeah.
Why you say it like that? That's how
is his name not Burna Boy?
Sorry.
not Burna Boy.
No, Burna Boy. Anyway.
No, it is Burna Boy now. It's one word. Burna Boy.
It is. I was making a reference to the Gunna and Burna anyway.
Okay, I get it.
Oh, brother.
Please. I know. Anyway.
For a song you don't like.
Anyway, all this to say, like, yeah, the album.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with Burna Boy. Where's Burna Boy from?
Yeah, I can't tell where he's from. That's my problem. I can't tell where most of these people are from. That's my problem. I just want to say, like, he definitely went a very different route as far as features go. So, yeah. Because, like, also think about it. In maybe even 5 years ago, did you see Pasaliu and Ladipoe on the same song?
I mean, when I saw Pasaliu collaborating with a lot of rappers in Nigeria, then yes, I would say it makes sense that Ladipoe can be involved. You know what I mean? Pasaliu had made a lot of, like, Zlatan, Odumodu, like a lot of collabs in that space. But yeah, I mean, now it makes sense. Like, it makes sense. And there was a time when Pasaliu, I think it was probably 2024 December or 2025, where Pasaliu actually came to Lagos and was there for like 2 months or some shit. Like, he was camped in Lagos or Accra or somewhere. So it makes sense that all these features are kind of pouring out from Pasaliu. I haven't heard it yet, but I'm expecting energy. I'm expecting heat from that record because it's a very distinct style of rapping as well from Pasaliu. And anyway, I'm hoping this album does what it needs to do for Ladipoe, especially in the rap conversations and the commercial conversations. I'm sure he has to toe that line very, very carefully about being commercial but still, like, have a strong, like, statement as a rapper, you know what I mean? So yeah, I will see how he manages to balance all of that on the album. But would you say he balanced that well for him? Like, do you say, like, there was a easy balance of Ladipoe the rapper versus Ladipoe signed to a major in Nigeria and, like, creating commercial hits for you? Like, would you say, like, you got a good balance of those two Ladipoes?
I don't know that I would say good balance, but I think that's part of why I said, at least as of what I've listened, how many times I've listened so far, I like the second half more than the first half. And it's more so because the second half sounded like the Ladipoe that I'm familiar with, that I love, that I know. The first half did sound very slightly commercial for sure, but it was still Ladipoe, so
okay,
I get it.
Okay. Any other thoughts on the Revival album? We have a hip hop correspondent. Finally, there's room to come up now because I was trying to get BSH up. But yeah, man, I would like to know what BSH thinks. The Revival album. Have you heard of BSH? What's good, bro?
Hey, what up, Ima?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We did.
Greatness.
New BSH out, by the way. New BSH out. Go tap in. But yeah, man, how you feel about these?
You don't listen to New BSH, or you don't listen.
New BSH is going on stream for sure. Friday.
Okay. Okay. For sure. We'll see.
Yeah, man.
But Ladipoe, I get the moment, so let's talk about Ladipoe.
Yeah, bro. How you find it?
Man, I feel puff one quickly before I talk about this album, I beg.
What'd you say? Can you what?
I said, can I puff one sharply?
Puff one.
Puff on, bro.
Oh my god, man. This is interesting. Bro, you're a free man.
Thank you.
See the way you talk about as if no, we go hold you. We go hold you.
As in, like,
I won't be respectful now. Don't say the man not be respectful.
No,
That's fine.
We appreciate.
Revival, man. I swear. Ladipoe has revived the game, man. You don't revive Nigerian rap like this with this album. No cap, no hype. This is just facts because I never listened to any rap album this year. Okay, except
easier.
Fars. Except Fars, and I just like one or two songs. I don't too feel I'm like that.
Okay.
I see the rap albums I've been listening to are old ones.
Right.
Ice Prince album. Ice Prince are my goats. I hate that. I don't say I hate the album. I don't like the album. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't like the album. I don't like the album.
See, if there's one thing you can always count on BSH, he go talk his mind.
Yeah, that's
sorry to all.
The way you said it. Anyway, yeah, go
ahead. I was really.
So this is your rap album of the year so far.
Easily, like no competition. Like you just did it easy. You're like Iceman.
Sherry got no drop album.
Hey, okay. Eric got no
drop album.
Easy. It's just like there's no competition. Just the best.
Did Eric drop album this year?
It was last year now.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. Anyway, no, go ahead.
So Revival, man, like first of all, I was not anticipating it. I was not caring about it because Ladipoe not too stress us, man. So I didn't care again. I was just all the singles when they dropped.
To be fair, it got to that point. What BSH is saying is not wrong. It got to the point that people actually stopped, like even clamoring.
Like it's bad because I didn't even listen to it on Friday.
Oh, okay.
I kept delaying because I thought I won't like it.
I just want to say people like me didn't stop. I was on
the same feeling that you were having was the same feeling, but I don't wait because I want just to listen to rap.
I was on Ladipoe's TikTok comments begging for my album, please. I didn't stop. I've been begging. Please.
Fair. All right. Yeah, BSH.
Man, the album is really it's not good. It's great. Standard tracks. Yeah. Interlude. What do you mean? Interludes. I don't forget his name. Interlude something. That song. It was talking about his kid now, and his wife. I don't know if you don't marry or his girlfriend.
Was it a freestyle?
Where you talk about having.
No, it wasn't the freestyle. It was the one. I think it's the song before Deeper. But he was talking about his wife and his kid.
Nice. Oh man, that song, man. I don't know, man. I like songs when they give me my feelings. I know it could make me imagine when I get my own kid, I go feel, man. Like amazing song, man. That's my favorite so far.
Nice.
Like, it touched my feelings.
Pepe, why did you say all like that?
No, is it not all now?
It reached to all now.
It reached to all now.
No, that was nice.
Yeah. That was what.
Ima, you should keep tissue next to you when you hear the song, just in case.
Okay.
The name of the song is Palm Trees.
Palm Trees Interlude.
Palm Trees Interlude. Yeah.
Oh, bro, that song, man. I don't know, man. It's just too beautiful, man.
Nice.
Too inspiring as well. Like it makes me want to rap as well.
Nice.
Then the first song, Chosen,
yeah.
Man,
like that.
A lot of bars, bro.
Yeah.
There are a lot of bars in this album. Like Ladipoe really, like it remind me of how I really feel about him the first time when I hear him. Because some kind of times if you not listen to artists for a long time, you forget how really good and how amazing they are. Yeah. It just remind me, took me back to real music. Like it can make me realize, man. Now, music. There's the people just sing. Honestly, like they're just singing. No, they're not.
Yes, said this. I don't chop him.
Don't get it twisted. Not be nonsense saying not it sound nice or it's not sounding good. They're making nice sounds, but they're not saying anything like they're not connecting. They're not being intelligent. They're not making you think. They're not making you feel.
Okay.
You know, and I got every of those feeling on this album. Like
nice.
The sound is really good.
Wow.
punchlines,
Nice.
storytelling.
BSH said this shit means something to me.
Nah,
It means
like,
something to me.
like it means like I can listen to like it makes sense. Like it connects me to real life. You know, some of these other songs, it just sounds good. It doesn't mean nothing. Like it doesn't affect you or
BSH.
you know, sometimes you go there mood, you want to listen to something real. I go go to this album. If I need anytime I did that space when I want to hear something real, this is a very good album to go to. Like when you will get something out of it. If it lift you out of the mood, or if it even take you deeper in that mood, you understand? Depending on the kind of mood where you did, because there's a lot of real shit on the album. It's really, really good.
All right.
My top 5 songs on the album are Palm Trees Interlude, Chosen, Road Rage.
Okay.
Road Rage stroke one. I don't know the full.
Old Ways, yeah. Road Rage, Old Ways. Hello? Can you guys hear BSH? Or is it just me? Voila. Hell. My bad, yo.
Road Rage stroke one.
Are we good? Okay, we're good.
The deeper. It's really, really good album. If you have not tapping, go and tap in, man. The best. It converse for some time, for months or years now. You never tap into my new release and you don't see my post. God will bless you. I don't go focus you. I say God will bless you. So go tap in if you never tap in yet.
Yeah, man, tap in. God bless. Sorry, man.
BSH, you know, like buy a handbag.
I don't know what's going on with Twitter today.
Yeah, Twitter kicked me off a bit. But
it just kicked me out too and brought me back.
Yeah, man.
I don't know what's going on.
No, but we're back. We're back.
Melon husk, please.
I don't know what's going on.
We're
anyway,
back.
I just wanted to say, yeah, shout out BSH, because as he was talking, I was saying, leader of the revival for real, don't show. Yeah, we are up like mad. You people, if you have Ladipoe's phone number, if you have his contact, tell him that his biggest fan. We are here. We are
man, people are here for Ladipoe, bro. Nice. BSH, our hip hop correspondent. Thank you so much for the review on that one. Any other thoughts on the album? Any other feelings on the album?
I wanted to say something. There was no really need for that Ayomaf track or as a bonus track. I'm not gonna lie. Like, don't come for me.
Can I say something? It threw me off because when the song started, I was like, is this part of the album?
Jesus Christ. That's the same feeling I have. That song was not needed though. I don't go lie. You'll be like, not really bonus. So
to be fair, bonus.
As far as a bonus.
Bitch, I've just added
so it makes sense.
Now. That's my point.
Wait, you should add it as an intro? Is that what you said?
No, like as a bonus track too, because Flash D is a really good song. I don't know why I left it out. But
the other song that you were Cameron for. What's the name of that song again?
I don't know. The Ayomaf song just threw me off because lovely. Is this part of the album?
That's what else.
Yeah. Now I come ask me that. Is this part of the album?
It's a bonus.
Okay, I guess that's the excuse now. Anything we no match now.
Come to think of it, over the years, Ladipoe had so many singles, right? Many singles.
So there were so many singles that he could have put on there. Fair.
I remember that Guy Man record with Bella, bro. That was shit. But this was probably too old to be added to the album. But that Guy Man record with Bella, probably some of my favorite.
You know one song that I knew was never going to be on there that I almost wish was on there. Olufemi
Freestyle.
Yeah.
Nah. I remember.
I knew it was never going to be on there.
Isn't that a Style Plus song?
It's a Style Plus song, but they officially released a version of it. Yeah. They approved it, so there's a version of it that is on Spotify right now. I think it's also on Apple Music that says Ladipoe featuring Style Plus.
Yeah, and also that Tenny record from back in the day, the Let Me Know remix.
Oh my God, that was another hard
record. That was another stupid record.
Ladipoe supposed to give us this album since. So
bro, that's the fact, man. Because when it was dropping heat, everybody kept asking for the album. when it was dropping heat, man. Like, but anyway, it is what it is.
But we would have gotten this version of the album if you'd have dropped it since yet.
Fair. I guess it's. I know
it would have been a very different album.
Yeah. No, like but I truly and truly, like, even as someone that creates stuff as well, like, I definitely relate to the idea of like wanting something to be perfect in how you envisioned it or how you planned it. That it's just, you don't know how long, you don't know, you can just pull the timeline even, you can stretch the timeline even further, and then it's just such a long time to the point where the timing now feels off. There's a few other aspects of it that doesn't now make sense. It made sense before, but now it doesn't. That you kind of outgrown. So I'm sure that was what he went through with debating which songs should be on the album, because he has clearly outgrown some songs, some sounds, some sentiments that he had. To now have an album today. So, but shout out to him and to finally putting it out, because more power to him, man, for breaking that perfectionist barrier of like wanting to make it as you envisioned it. But he has it out, man, and that's a big congrats on its own to have the album out. Anyway, man, appreciate all the insight on the album. There's lots more new music, of course, that we got to hear this weekend.
Speaking of and more.
Yeah, speaking of and more, this is so funny because
Davido and NO11.
Davido and NO11. Yes, man, they have a record that is out.
I actually like the song.
It was initially a NO11 snippet that we got to hear a while back. But Davido does what Davido does, and in a lot of ways, it's a good placement for NO11.
As a man that has money, he pays for it.
But it's a good placement for NO11. I think if you ask Faith, she'll probably tell you the same thing. Probably it's a good call to pass on a record to him and have a placement for it. But NO11, of course, I think the record smoked it from the initial snippet in my POV. But this version has it's kind of stretched out a bit. Funny enough, Davido did not set the record back for me, which is ironic, because you would think, oh, you've heard the snippet and Davido is jumping on it. If I'm not going to like the snippet anymore, it's going to be because of the new voice on it, which I don't think Davido had a bad show out on the song. It's NO11 himself. Like, he added a part of the, I think, like a pre-chorus or like a chorus for this. I'm not too sure where it fits in the entire structure because it was so all over the place. But you know that whining like, bruh. I know day. It just took the vibe off. It just took the vibe off from me.
I'm so sorry. People should have seen Ima on This is what I'm telling people. If people see, like, forget to see like Ima is ATTW, you should come and see him on New Music Friday. So many memes that I have collected just from his facial expressions.
Nah, man.
Ima was like, what is this?
He off me. But anyway,
I think the part of the song that was very interesting to me was the something I go Abuja, and then NO11 to answer him own. And I initially, when the song first started, I was like, will he answer he went to Lagos? I don't understand. But my favorite part of the song is when he say his mother said he shouldn't sign anything. He should not. You don't join. You don't join.
That was such a real
okay.
Wait, is his name NO11 or number 11?
NO11.
I call him number 11. They told me his name is not number 11.
His initials is NO. It's Nnamdi something. And 11, I'm not sure.
And then Davido too came to come and say his own daddy is richer than his older daddy. I mean,
he said I'm richer than your daddy.
Is doing richness competition.
Something, I'm richer than your daddy. I said, what does my daddy have to do with this?
It was Nepo Olympics out there. Man.
So now that you have said you are richer than my daddy, what should we do now?
Nepo
Olympics for real.
we should go and have problem with our own daddy at home.
Say what you want my okay, I'm richer than my daddy. Okay, what now?
No, man.
No, but overall, to be honest, even though that E part, you know what it was reminding me of?
What?
Okay, this is reminding me of my rap goats. But even though he's insistent on singing, but every time we have to remind him that you are not a fantastic singer. Jermaine Cole, put down the vocals. They're not for you. Rap Please, that's what it was giving me. I said, I don't know who convinced brother NO11 that he's a vocalist
He
or
can't hold a
something.
note. He
Now
can't
you
hold a
they
note
play.
right now.
No 11 is
I
a
know
Sorry,
AMG will come from that cold
sorry, but
slander.
no.
AMG,
Yeah, I'm
I love
sorry.
Cole more than anybody in this life, but he's not a fantastic singer. Please,
It's a
we just
lie.
sit through it
No,
It's a
because we
lie.
have
You don't love
to.
Cole
I
more than
disagree
me.
too.
If
I
that's you
disagree too.
people's own
He
problem.
has his moments though. He
No.
has his moments.
This
See,
one
He
to
no,
has
no,
say,
he
this
no.
has
one to
notes,
say,
Listen,
but
you
he
don't
is
love
not
Cole
listen,
more than me.
like, bro, you
listen,
cannot love him more than me. Sorry, but
listen,
also sometimes I'm
listen,
like, brother, maybe if you get another person to sing
listen.
this, it will start better.
This,
But
this is the
that's okay
same.
though.
This is the same Jermaine that sang the hook for what they call it for workout plan. Sorry, workouts on his own.
Yeah.
Please, was that singing?
On
Was
his
that
own.
really
Now,
singing?
I'm not saying that Jermaine is the weekend level masterclass singer, right? But as far as the average person goes, look, he sings as well as your average choir member. I'm not the one that they put in front of the mic. The
Okay.
average
The
member.
one in the
You
back.
See
clearly
what I mean?
The one in the
She
back,
if
sings.
you
basically.
insist. They are not,
You know what I mean?
so you are really thinking those people in the back, they're actually singing. Oh yeah, now.
They're there for
No, everybody's
acoustics.
voice is contributed.
They are there for acoustics. Thank you. That's what I mean. I'm
No,
not
no,
saying
no,
he's
no,
a
no.
terrible singer, but I'm just saying, brother, you didn't have to sing this. There were people who could have done this better. Please. Love you though.
Amen.
Hello. Shout
Amen.
But
out to
yeah,
Hang
NO.
on.
that thing that he
I
did,
feel
that EE part was not fun.
And guess what? I
However,
think
I also maintain
yeah, go ahead.
that in a few
In a few
weeks,
weeks, for
all of
sure.
us will
We
be
will be in up together with him.
we will all be in our way through life, and that's how it will
Yeah,
enter.
man. No.
You know, unfortunately, I mean, unfortunately, I can't quite
It will
tell.
make its way. It will make its way.
Yeah, it's one of those things that's just going to wormhole itself, and before you know it, you're going to be in with your guys and give me that thing.
And the beat is really good.
And
The
As
beat
long
is
as you
good as well.
don't, as
yeah, the
Yeah.
long
beat is
as you
good.
don't as long as you
No,
don't
the one thing I
your
will
way
say,
into,
Yeah.
don't
I
your way into Illuminati. Sha. That's all I have
it
to say.
enter. I don't know what they are doing over there, but like all I wanted to, because I think NO11 is going to be performing somewhere in Canada soon. I think.
Yeah, he has a
Maybe was
Canada.
it Toronto?
He has a tour. He has a club tour coming up.
Yeah, he has a talk going on,
Yeah.
and I was like, whoever is in, I mean, I think he's in Toronto. That's his next stop. I think I'm not sure, but I was like, whoever is going to be there, like congratulations to you. He has 3 songs now that he can perform as opposed to 2.
Yeah.
You are rude.
He gets one more. He gets 3 extra minutes.
It's a
You
club
are
tour. He's doing what he
rude.
should be doing.
You are
Sorry,
very
my
rude.
bad.
It's a
You
club
are
tour.
very
He's
I
not
cannot say
coming here.
congratulations to
He's not
them.
coming here
Now,
to
wow.
shut it down, man. We've gone over this, man. Come on.
I did shut it down. I just said I'm happy that they have one extra song that they can listen to
and
that he can perform.
Yeah, and he has really piping hot songs too. So it's a good thing that he's on stage.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, she ain't wrong at all. I can't lie.
I just said they will have like one more song they can add to the list. Like, so you get a longer performance. That's all I'm saying.
Anyway.
Me, I agree because too many times we've seen artists come and sing one song or they'll sing 4 songs, but everybody's just waiting for the last one. Let's be real here. Let's be real here. At least he has 3 now that he can comfortably give the people. Do you know what I mean? So I think I agree.
Anyway, 3 is more than enough for a club tour. People will have club tours of 1, typically, but he has more than.
When I saw Burna in his club tour days, he performs 10 songs, maybe 15 songs. So I don't understand.
Yeah, but we're talking Burna, right?
No, but overall, I'm teasing. I actually enjoyed the song. Like it was pretty. It was a vibe.
Question for everyone. Because I saw a few weeks back, there was this like really, I mean, granted, the climate was not great, but there's a lot of celebration about Amapiano kind of leaving the shores of the Nigerian Afrobeats. Everybody was hyped.
Belema, you cannot praise Master Jesus. Amapiano is going nowhere. Like, what are people talking about?
That's the thing. That's the thing. Now, this record is gonna
reduced. This record, he has not left.
Where he won't go? Who he won't leave us for? He's going nowhere.
So here's my problem. Here's my problem. As somebody that genuinely loves Amapiano, my issue is I don't have a problem with Amapiano. What I have a problem with is Niger piano or whatever you people are doing. The thing that you people have turned The thing that you people have turned Amapiano into is what I do not.
I think it was just love drum. Some people wanted to
like on a regular day, I will listen to Amapiano back to back to back. But once Nigerians enter it, they just turn it into something that it was not created.
And to be fair, I love the way Nigeria actually spun an Amapiano.
As in, I love Nigeria piano.
No,
me, I don't know
trust
what
me.
you're talking about.
I love both though. They're two bad bitches. Like,
I like. Why am I putting two bad bitches against each other when I can have both?
Is the faster version, right?
No, one is artist. One is really artist driven and focused, and obviously knowing Afrobeats, it's hip hop roots. It's very, very like punchy, front and center. I want to be in front of.
And song. Also very log drum heavy.
Yeah, that's but Essay emphasizes on DJs. Emphasizes on production. So it's a lot like easier and like you can have a good time in both.
It's
lanes.
It's dance music.
Yeah, it's dance music.
It's more dance music.
But without too much energy. Do you like?
I want to say something. I think that is important for us. Like this is why I place a lot of emphasis on calling our popular music Afro pop. Because it does, because this whole Naija piano, Afro piano, however people call it, right? It does something that pop music does on a global scale, which is it takes an already existing genre and packages it for mainstream consumption. Do you know what I mean? This isn't new. If you listen to Ariana Grande and all of these pop artists, bro, they're using like hip hop and R&B and even country and they're just making other genres in ways that appeal to a general audience.
AMG speaking my language.
And now I'm saying that this Afro piano is just a part of Afro pop. It's doing what pop does. If you look at Afro pop's timeline, it has, bro. We've just included other genres. 2012 time, Yemi Alade and Inya, they're not using Coupe de Calais, bro. And there's not even P Square SF.
We had our High Life, we had our Pom Pom phase as well. Like,
like this,
it's pop music.
This is what pop music does.
Cheer you up, spit you out here, and then move on to another one. And then cheer up.
Yeah.
It's just like we've been cheering on this Amapiano meets for 6 years.
Bro, the thing is because there hasn't been. I feel like the sound has moved more Afrocentric, right, for the last decade or so, right. Obviously, at that time it had the like more dancehall and soft Afro vibe that it took on. But then since then, Amapiano is the only new thing that has come out. Amapiano is beautiful. Amapiano is beautiful music, right? I like proper piano. Do you know what I mean? From the Kelvin Momo to the Tyler ICU, you know what I mean? But
Kabza, man.
At the same time, I think another thing is like with the rise of like the way music has been lately is Nigerian musicians have gotten lazy, not necessarily the producers, but I feel like the musicians have gotten lazy in the sense that they are not willing to innovate as much. This doesn't apply to everybody, but it's a widespread thing. But I think also the audience,
it's happening though. AMG, it's happening. Even though we're having a different conversation now, especially with Amapiano, but I think that like urge for new something fresh, something refreshing. We've seen glimpses of it here and there. We saw it with to be fair to him, even Fola kind of spark a new flair of R&B into the pop space. We've seen the Mavo do what he has done with Amapiano. Granted, he uses a lot of Amapiano production, but how he feels on the record is just like insane. And then we've seen different feeling. Yeah, and we've seen even on the quote unquote underground space, like we see what Zay is doing with his bounce as well. Like you see how that's kind of infiltrated into the pop space with the Black Bones, Chanel record. Like you kind of it's happening. Like we've been in a weird transition bubble for like 3 years straight where we're like trying to find the thing after Amapiano, but we've not failing to
solidify.
Yeah, we've not settled on anything.
It's failing to solidify. And the thing is, even now, right, as we have been doing this, now that they're saying that Amapiano is leaving like the Nigerian mainstream style, do you know what is moving to 3-step?
3-step. Davido jumped on. Davido has his 3-step single. He has marked his attendance for that one.
Even No 11 too, bro. No 11 too has his 2 Hot. Bro, yeah, 2 Hot.
2 Hot is so good.
And I really like it. It's a good song.
That's a fantastic song. I can't cry.
I think 2 Hot is more Afro-tech. Someone correct me if I'm wrong.
I have to go listen to pick it up again, but I remember the record being hard.
Yeah. Yeah. So like I feel like that's like the new thing, and that's what like DJs have been doing. Like DJs, a lot of DJs have been leaning into the more like the other genres of Southern African
House
dance music,
and dance,
being
yeah.
and three step and Afro house and what do you call it, and so I said this one just now.
Gone?
Afrotech. That's the Afrotech.
Yeah,
Afrotech
yeah,
three step. So them
Gone, yeah.
Scuba as well.
I,
Scuba is but you know what I mean.
yeah.
So I feel like that's just all that's going to happen again in the like Nigerian mainstream, because one thing that's happening, if you look at the global stage, you know me, I always like to like relate it to the global stage, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you look at the global stage, one thing that's happening is that lots of genres are plateauing. Do you know what I mean? You've been saying it for Afrobeats, but if you look at it, it's happening in lots of places.
Yeah.
It's happening to hip hop as well, right?
Yeah.
If you listen to if you're someone that listens to like mainstream hip hop in like the last few years, decade to a few years, it's kind of plateauing. There's not much newness to it other than in the underground.
Yeah.
But like the underground sounds are either the like really chill stuff or the really like hyper new age stuff, which a lot of listeners will not grasp onto. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's kind of just in one place. I think a very similar thing is happening in the Nigerian music scene, where it's like the sound has kind of plateaued from the softer 100 BPM type of songs that we got like 6 years ago with the Peru and those kind of songs, right?
Mm-hmm.
To now the Afro piano sound where it's like, we've heard this, we've been hearing this, what's next? This is what everybody's giving us, kind of still.
Yeah.
And people will try and experiment, but it doesn't quite stick. It doesn't hit that much. No one is confident enough to try.
Yeah.
And nobody in terms of the listeners is patient enough to really listen and like dive deep into music anymore, bro. We're getting TikTok, bro. Like if you think about it, shout out to Mavo. I was going to say this because I see Mavo is one of the like subjects of this conversation. Shout out to Mavo. I was going to say this if we were talking about him. But think about it, a lot of the new wave of Nigerian stars, right, except from probably Ashake, have all come into the limelight through social media virality, TikTok virality, through one song just going, going viral. And then, okay, we say, oh yeah, this person is already here, might as well make them the next star. Not to say that these guys are not good. I'm talking about the Charlie Poppy and Mavos and the NO11. They are good musicians. They make good music.
Yeah,
I'm not countering that. I'm saying that's the way that these guys have made it, rather than the person actually someone that's making waves. Now, Mavo was making waves, for example. Mavo was making waves before he went viral, but the virality and the waves he was making, that's a big jump.
Yeah.
Very big jump.
Yep.
The only person who I think has had a slightly more stepped build up is Zay Level 10. He has had a slightly more stepped build up into the somewhat mainstream space that he's in right now. But you see this need for the virality rather than the actual build up. I think that's part of what is stagnating the sound, because lots of people are probably experimenting with new sounds. Bad Boy OML, I won't say he's experimenting too crazy, but he has a uniqueness to his sound.
Yeah.
But he hasn't had any song that's like major or viral.
He's actually
like that.
very experimental. Like if you listen to a lot of
quite
OML,
unique.
Yeah, if you listen to like his projects, like just some of the sleepers or the fillers in there, you can definitely see someone that loves that doesn't get comfortable with one production style. He wants to flip it here and there. But yeah,
there's a lot of like real soul in his music. By soul, I mean like you can't like this sounds like him.
Yeah.
He's not like making someone else's song with his own voice.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? This is OML.
Yeah,
and I feel like I'm not listening to him as much right now, but around, let's say 3 years ago, when I discovered I actually met him, which is how I found out about his music. And like I was like, whoa, this guy is good. This guy is different.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And so like I've known that's how he makes music, but he hasn't had this moment in that sense. And I feel like the landscape that we have right now is not going to allow him to have that moment in that sense if he doesn't have something that goes viral.
Yeah,
and I feel like that's affecting the sound a lot.
Like you said, that's everywhere, and that's just the digital age, right? That's how music has kind of been able to come to the forefront, is through the virality, the snippet culture of like just putting doses there, because obviously our attention span is a lot smaller, so we have to get like a tidbit of a song as opposed to like the full thing before we really like governate or build into it. And yeah, that's just the natural course of every genre right now.
And I think that's why we'll continue looking to South Africa, whether they want us or not. As we take their jobs, they will also take their music as it looks, because that's where the innovation is happening.
It's gonna happen. We'll be here when it happens. We'll see here when it happens. But yeah, appreciate it. The convo on NO11 and Davido. I don't know, Sleepback, did you still want to talk about that record? Or we can pivot to the Mavo drops as well.
No, I just have one question.
Yeah.
How does this sound like? Are you?
You're still on this wave. We said this last week now. We started kind of spoken about this.
You people are not the one. Are you the one that I dropped an album?
No.
Everyone I dropped.
Okay. There was a listening. A lot of industry folk gathered to listen to the Davido album, and what it felt like it was almost like a what's it called? It felt like a focus group. It felt like a focus group type of
listening. Focus group is crazy, man.
Because apparently they were voting for songs, and they were kind of like testing.
Oh, they were voting, yeah.
Either they were voting, or they, because I was watching AOT's recap of it.
AOT stuff, yeah.
Yeah, and I think they had something that felt very, let me see what you guys think about this song. Let me see what you guys think about this song. It felt like they were kind of testing the waters with it.
It was like, let me ask all the industry people to vote on songs.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't know if he seems like he's unsure about some songs.
It was a very who's who that was there. My thing specifically with
was
something,
we would have asked him for information.
Yeah, because KD was there. Right?
KD was there.
Yeah, I think also part of what my thing with this album is that in the plotting and the messaging that has gone out so far, it's giving very much, we want this to be an album of the people. So almost like the people get to decide what goes on here. And I'm now fearing that the album will come out and it will just be back to back to back, which is not a bad thing, but is it just a collection of hits we're getting, or what is the goal?
It's a Davido album, first off. It's a Davido album, so you will have a collection of hits. Secondly, he might be going a more... Again, this is all what I'm guessing. And I've been this optimistic for Davido albums since Timeless, I think. Timeless definitely saw a pivot in how I viewed his albums. But then again, overall, they still have that feeling of, I'm just trying to get another hit here and there. There's moments of like, okay, this is actually thought out for an album. But I think this one feels a lot more different. And I say this every time, but I'm hoping this feels different just by going off the idea that it's a lot more concise. That we're getting a Davido album with 13 tracks. He's free from the 17-track jail that he has had all his career. I've been dropping 17-track albums, very, very bloated albums that can feel a little disjointed, and in those albums can be a strong, potent collection of songs that can feel like an album and less like a playlist, you know. But in this one, I'm going to hope that this is going to be probably his most album, if that makes sense. His most album-like album to come out, but trust that he's going to push the quote-unquote Gbedu songs out. He has already done it with the first two singles. Very high energy dance, 3-step, amapiano singles. So maybe it's going to fit into the body of work of like an Aye or a Kuro, something a lot more traditional, something a lot more Afro R&B, because he hinted at that as well in one of his interviews. I'm still eager to see what the album is going to feel like, man. I'm still eager. Hopefully it's for the best. Man. But anyway, shout out to OBO. Shout out to OBO. Looking forward to the album. What's the date on this again? Because it should be soon.
Yeah, I think it's. Let me look again. I'll come back 1 second.
And also we got the hints that Lona is going to be on the album. Okay, Lona, who is also gearing up for his own album that's coming on the road. It's coming out soon.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say. Shout out to my favorite part, because I don't support Nepo Babies, only Davido. But the only part about this song that I can support is the YKB shout out.
Because you know boy. He said you know boy.
Yes.
And it looks like Fola will be on the album too.
Fola is on the album, nice. But what's the date though? This is oddly too close to Lona's album. It feels like. Anyway, but when is the Davido album date again? Because Lona is dropping on August 7th.
Okay, it is dropping July 31st. That's what I thought. Last day of the month.
Just a week before Lona's. Huh. I guess you can say that's kind of lined up well for him. I don't know. I'm wrestling with the idea of, is that a good idea? Because obviously Lona, people will check out Lona, but a week after, then you drop your sophomore, which by all terms and conditions right now, it's a very, very, very anticipated sophomore. Taking into consideration how good of a debut he had with Homeless. So I'm looking forward to how that album holds up. I don't know if we've gotten enough ginger into it yet. We've not gotten a single yet. We've not gotten enough looks for it.
He dropped one AI something that pissed me off, but
I don't know. It feels like it's drawing too close, and I want to feel like a Lona album should be coming up soon. You know what I mean? But shout out to his team, man. I think they're exceptionally brilliant. Like what they've been able to do with his career so far. I think he's in good hands. But yeah, man, I'm kind of eager to see how this will transpire, because it doesn't feel like there's a lot of momentum going into it. But we'll see, man. With this Davido feature, it might just flip the script on its head and become the actual rollout for it. So we'll see how it goes. Shout out to Lona, man. Looking forward to more the album and the feature as well with Davido. A very, very good look for him. More new music. Mavo and Soundgarden ran it back again. BB Lifestyle. I was so bummed that I actually skipped that. I had it on my list last Friday, but I couldn't get to it because of time. But has anyone listened to the new Mavo, the new Soundgarden? Mavo as well has kind of teed up his own album, his debut album. Okay, which is much anticipation because of the undeniable run that he has had for the last 18 months or so. Yeah, man, new Mavo pon your head top. How you feeling with Soundgarden? Any thoughts, any feelings for it so far?
Please, I need the Marvel people to come up, because this is where I need Dante, and I don't know where Nice is.
Dante isn't here with us.
Because now I am confused.
What's the confusion?
Initially, I thought Business was the song, because there is a business there's a business drop on SoundCloud.
Right.
And he dropped his like a video snippet of like I would say like he redid the business. So, but this song sounds completely different. So I'm just confused. Only to find out that Business is the album name.
Business is the album name.
Yes, but there's like a business track.
Right.
Let me go find the video.
I'm sure there'll be a track called Business. You never know. But yeah, it's dropping this week. The Mavo album, Business, debut. Big anticipation leading up to it. But have you heard the Soundgarden record? I don't know. You didn't speak about the new record, Stick Back. But...
it wasn't innovative. Like it just sounded like Marvel.
It's like something you heard before.
Yeah, it sounded like something I heard before.
Does it have any aura?
Yeah, I kind of sounded like Rasada now that I think about it, but it's just a good song.
Gotcha.
I didn't expect too much from Mavo. I didn't expect. But I think Sound God parts. I like Sound God. His parts was nice, but
Okay.
like it wasn't like it like sorry to say, but like when you enjoy like, oh, I like this vibe, then the artist give you the same vibe again,
and
then they
again.
give you the same vibe again
I
and
seen
again.
that
So that's all.
rewarming the
Yeah,
nachos.
yeah, I kind of felt like jollof rice. Yeah, I kind of felt like jollof rice.
I was even dashing them nachos, but yeah, jollof rice works in this context. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. Any other thoughts on BB lifestyle? I see KK. What's good?
So I want to thank the host and co-host, everybody on the live
Yeah.
and the list. So the song is actually good. Though. It's actually a good track. But my problem is that he has teased the intro of the song too much. Like that. Everybody like me. They like my post. Let me see. They don't like me. That one. He don't tease out so much. Like I've heard that part that it's not even giving me the joy
Yeah,
that
not
I
giving ginger
want.
anymore.
And the chorus, the chorus is the one that is even sweeting me because I want that chorus since like that VV like yes, and Sound God. Almost Sound God is so underrated. What the fuck? That nigga is so underrated, so good. Like the energy on the track, like you know that yeah, he's the perfect feature for that song. Like song is actually nice. We're expecting that album like for real. It's like I know the nigga is cooking and you go mad because he has underground artists with him. So I know that he's going to work with them and I wish he works with them, man.
Mad.
As I have to say.
Nice. Well said.
He said mixtape, not album.
Oh, they're calling this a mixtape?
They're calling it a mixtape.
Come on, wrap it up, man. It's 2026. You're putting it on streaming. You have all the rights on every song. They're all original songs. There's no such thing, bro. There's no such thing in this context. Just call it an album, man. Like I get it. I get why you want to call this. Is that actually your official tag for this? Let me not jump into conclusion. Is that actually the tag? Is he running with this as a mixtape?
Mixtape, not an album, guys. Sorry, it's a mixtape.
Just be bold enough, man. Wear it, bro.
Like, this is his first album now.
I know, but like, I think obviously, no, but that was like those were like clear moments where he hasn't tapped into the mainstream awareness, right? But this is the first one that since being the it guy for the Nigerian music industry for like the good 12 months at least. Dominated December, dominated the top of the year. Bangers back to back, probably the most sought out featured act for a good run. So I get the hesitancy to call it an album and just be full-fledged, because right now you see that obviously he stepped up, bro. Like he's not in the same space as it was last year, the year before, right? He's stepped up in a lot of ways. He has assembled an amazing team, from all you can see, like he has lined up a good team to be behind him, like being his own CEO right now and trying to take that boss level from his debut efforts, quote unquote. It's like mainstream debut. I think he can go full-fledged and be bold enough to call it an album. I think this way where people want to reduce the pressure of an album by calling it a mixtape. Yeah, I'm sure everybody says do it, man. Everybody says do it. At least people that are paying attention. You want it to, if you know work now, mixtape, but if it's the classic and it's an album that everybody's revering and screaming at the top of their lungs, then it's an album. You know what I mean? Shout out to OD, but that was my main issue with Ezioku as well. Ezioku is a fucking classic of itself, but obviously he branded it as a mixtape in first hand. Meanwhile, the original concept of a mixtape is like you're putting out most likely covers, you're taking out beats that people have already done, and you're just putting it out there. You have a DJ that is accompanied with it. There's a whole mixtape like history and culture of it through hip hop that actually nobody abides by today. Nobody actually comes in with that DJ screaming at in between each song. Nobody's doing that. Nobody's actually doing covers again. So it's like all that. It's not on SoundCloud, bro. At least if it's on SoundCloud, then it's a mixtape to me. Like when you cannot actually put it out on DSPs and it's profitable for you. If you don't put it out for commercial purposes, it's not a mixtape. If you are making coins from it, like steady coins, it's not a mixtape. It's not a mixtape.
People want to make money. So the whole point of doing the mixtapes was that yes, you could show your chops and everything, but also you booked a lot of like events and shows and things off of that. Now they don't have to do that to book shows. So all of that is in the it's no longer for fun. It's now like I actually want to make money.
It's business.
So,
it's business.
Yeah, it's actually business. So nobody is making a mixtape where they are not doing actual production work because they don't want to cover somebody and not make money off it.
Right.
Oh,
for sure.
By the way, can I quickly answer Feedback's question?
Sorry, say that again. Nice. Sorry, AMG, are you trying to talk? Because your mic is very fried.
Yeah, I was holding back. I wanted to like just insert real quick.
No,
what they call it on the mixtape thing, right? I think another thing, the main reason why mixtape culture is dead is because the outlets, the channels for mixtapes, they either exist or they're ignored. It's all gone, man. Yeah, I mean, Mixtape Monkey is still gets uploads, but nobody looks at it. What they call it, the illegal downloading and literally hand to hand. You know, people literally hand out mixtapes and mix CDs. It's all gone, and people don't really use SoundCloud, bro. I was somewhere the other day. I was DJing, and one guy wanted me to play a song, right? So he opened up SoundCloud to show me the song, and the guy beside him asked him, "What app is that?" I said, "No." Granted, these guys were a couple of years younger. I mean, I'm in my mid-20s, so I'm like, I was a peak mixtape era teenager, right? Mm-hmm. These guys are a couple of years younger than me. Maybe they're like between 20, 21, maybe. But I'm still shocked. Like, what do you mean they didn't know? And a lot of people don't have SoundCloud downloaded.
Yeah.
There are lots of people who don't have it on their phones. Those people don't have SoundCloud accounts.
Yeah. Shout out to CN. He recently he put out a video about SoundCloud and it's nice to see some people are sending him some of those like songs that they cannot put on DSPs because of clearance. Dan Papa had a record that obviously he sends to CN and CN is previewing as well. If those songs were coming out in a collection of a body of work, that to me feels more like a mixtape, the closest thing to a mixtape in today's context, as opposed to an album that we have a whole rollout for.
I think the thing is, like,
once they will all sit down and just say them, like AMG said, mixtape culture is dead. Please, you either have an EP or you have an album. Anything else, I don't want to hear.
EPs are the new mixtapes, man. You should just run us on another EP.
Exactly, EPs are the new mixtapes.
You could just run on another EP if he's not confident. Sorry, AMG, say that again. Your mic is a bit weird now.
Sorry, I was agreeing that EPs are the new mixtapes because, bro, they even put 9 tracks and still call it an EP. Like, they're just trying to
shout out to Olamide. Shout out to my goats, man. I could never forgive Olamide for that 999. He even told you 999 EP. I'm like, bro, 9 tracks. Anyway, Sha, it is what it is. It's as well. Anyway, what else do we have, man, on new music before? We might be rounding up early tonight, but there's a lot of new Gbedu, of course. Did anyone tap into Check, the deluxe of his album that I did not know that he dropped earlier in the year? I probably was away then. But he has a deluxe to it. There was a Black Bone feature. Anyone?
This is not 2019.
I didn't tap in, but the way you said it was just so funny.
All right. So yeah. I'll leave it to you guys. Any new music that jumped out to you this week or this past week? Anything that's been speaking to you?
Oh, I was gonna say.
Sorry, wait.
Actually, let me pull it up. Go ahead.
Okay,
go ahead.
I'll say Lua MP4.
Mad.
It's on a new way. It's on a slightly new way. He's on the new, because, I think everybody knows about the sack, shit. Yeah, I mean, how they,
Yeah. The split.
So he's moved on. It's clearly in a new era.
Man.
He dropped that EP with 3CB. That's like the main producer that he works with, right? The Aura Farmer. They dropped their EP, right? Like, was it last month or 2 months ago? Then he now dropped a 2-pack called Eurobrats, right? One of the songs is Eurobrats, and he had another song on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the new era, the Eurobrats era, because he now dropped a new song, which was
What's up, man?
let me check, when was it? Yeah, Most of Bear. Yeah. That was last week. It was actually last week, yeah. Mm-hmm. He dropped Most of Bear last week. And I think Most of Bear is leaning more into this Eurobrats thing, because if it's written in a very interesting position on the cover art and it's mentioned in the song. Yeah, he mentioned it. I'm saying, looking at he's in the new era. The sound is a bit different as well. Yeah, I mean, nice. I'm feeling it different. It's definitely different. Slightly higher tempo. In general, but yeah.
Yeah, definitely to tap into new Lua for sure. He's one of the more creative minds that we do have in the Nigerian space right now, as far as like creating a universe and era around his music. I think it's noteworthy. I'll check it out for sure.
You guys forgot. You guys forgot somebody. Our dear sister has officially announced her band.
Oh yes, Lady Donley
and the Lagos Panic.
The Lagos Panic.
I really, FFG is the name of the single, the song they dropped.
Yeah, never going backwards. I love Lady Donley, man. That song's just so catchy every time, bro.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. That's why I went back, because I needed to remember how to say their name. The Lagos Panic.
Lagos Panic. Yeah.
I've actually seen them perform once, and they're really, really good.
Yeah, no, I'm itching to see them live. Of course, I've seen Lady Donley live multiple times, but not since she has put together this album. And I love how it sparked a new level of life into her.
Yeah, because you remember journey, when Pan-African.
Yeah, Pan-African Rockstar. They were on it. Come See probably my favorite record on that album. They were on it. They were front and center of it.
So they were on Come See and I remember that song. So I was like, I need to remember how to say their name, the Lagos Panic. And another thing, and actually the song that I really liked wasn't even Come See It was the first time they came out. They had that what's that song? Thunderstorm in Surulere.
Yeah, this was way back. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, Fire Jam. That was the first time I heard Lagos Panic. So yeah.
No, shout out to Lady Donley. What she's doing with the Lagos Panic, it's tapping into that essence of like Fela's Afrobeats, where you kind of see a lot of the Afrocentric positioning that she has with the instrumentals, with the overall genre, the funkiness of it all, like that vibe, that essence she's carrying on. I feel like she can feel like a performing act, like somebody that's just getting booked and busy across the globe. She has that. It feels like she has that on the vision board, and you can definitely smell it. You can smell it from the music that this is someone that wants to be on the stage, someone that loves to perform. And her assembling a band like that just shows all the evidence for it. And this is just one single and a few other singles or collaborations that she has had with the Lagos Panic. But this particular journey that she's made official, they have their own like essence. Like she's more front facing with the artist now. You know who the guitarist is. You know the drummer is. You know everyone that is like kind of. It's because it's a 5-piece band, but you kind of can get some sense of personality out of them, and I like it. It's not something we see on the Nigerian quote unquote urban space. So it's nice to see that she's kind of making that transition or blending that contemporary essence with what we know traditionally to be Nigerian as well. So I love that for Lady Donley, man. Any other new music that was exciting? Because that was a big one that was exciting for me this week as well.
I haven't listened to them, but I'm just going to name drop them.
Sorry, say that again. I just interrupted with the music. Sorry, say that again.
Oh yeah, I said I haven't listened to them, but I'm just going to name drop.
Okay.
Iguaka and Asago dropped.
Oh shit! Okay.
The Cavemen also dropped. Then
Mad.
Juice and Projects dropped.
Mad. But we haven't tapped in yet, so we'll report back. Anyway, shout out to everybody named and involved.
Yo, someone I want to mention. I don't know if what they call it, if they just dropped this, but I just found this song, Bloody Civilian. When did she drop her latest single?
With Seri Akwala. I still haven't tapped in, which is still insane. I probably heard it a while back, to be fair, but yeah, definitely to lock in with new Bloody, because she's out and about.
I can't lie, I love this lady, man. I love this lady for what she's doing, what she's trying to do. She's trying to add some world building into it. I just want them to give her the budgets for it, because I can see that she has a vision.
Yeah,
man. Like
Def Jam cut the check, man.
Yeah, I think it's a really cool listen. It's really, like, it's not a party song in your standard definition of, like, in a Nigerian party song, but it fits into this wave of dance music that we're coming into. Really, I feel like, and experimental sounds and everything. It's not even crazy.
And she has always been there, by the way. If you've paid attention, she has always been in that universe of mixing techno electronic elements. Like, you can see how she manipulates her vocals on some of her earlier records. Like, you can, it's always been there for her. So nice to see that she's building on it.
Yeah. So that's one I think I'll recommend for the people.
Nice. All right. Any other thoughts before we round up fairly early tonight, which is good. I'm not mad at the decision to come in, but we have a lot of music that we're coming back to next week. Mavo would have released his album or mixtape, quote unquote. But we also are expecting Davido. We're expecting our South African sister Tyler. Tyler is on the end of July as well. Like, is it next week or this week? A-pop.
I think it's next week.
Next week. Okay. Tyler is also coming up.
I think so, yeah.
And who else again is very, very close? Lona, as we mentioned, of course, is itching for another drop after the Davido drop. So we'll be here, man. We'll be here to talk about all the new music in front of us. Lovely stuffs. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, Beleman, let's see us out. What are we saying?
Yes. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, we have a moral lesson for today.
Yes.
There are two ways to stand out. When everybody is wearing yellow. Actually,
look like a marker.
Proof there's only one way to stand out. When everybody's wearing yellow, please make sure you have black and white on. It will make you shine, despite the fact that yellow is what is meant to be shining. It will make you obvious to the crowd. That is the way to actually beat the system.
Wow.
It might seem like a joke to you, but in reality, don't stand out like other people. Stand out like yourself.
We're not fighting the system. We love it.
That is the moral instruction of the day.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it. Appreciate everyone that's able to lock in with us. Everyone on Space, everyone listening on DSPs. Definitely do sure to leave a review, leave a remark, like, subscribe, do all the needful. Shout out to you guys again for locking in with us. We'll be here next week by God's grace. And enjoy the rest of your week. We out. Peace.